All
Now
right.
watch this draft.
Now watch this drive. we are now recording. We've got a little different setup this time around. We're recording this more of like a kind of like I don't know off camera live stream. It's like a live stream, but we're not actually live. So we're recording this. We're gonna do it in one go. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna get this to go, and we're gonna hopefully just have a really quick turnaround on this. So in theory, this should be perfect.
Fuck it.
We're doing it live. So that's the plan. But yeah,
Let's
so
fucking things.
we've had this idea for a little while. We've been talking about it a bit. So we're finally getting around to it. We're doing a tier list or a power ranking of all the villains from season 1 of Miraculous, and that's a little recap. Even though we're already into season 2, but don't worry about that. But I don't know, a good way to recap season 1, kind of revisit all that. You know, it'd be a little fun idea, we think. So this is the little tier list we've got here. We're going to kind of rank them in order of what we think is. So the rules I think we determined was who is most powerful and dangerous in relation to fighting Ladybug and Cat Noir. So the rules would be villain versus Ladybug Cat Noir, set in Paris, you know, normal conditions, all that good stuff. So if anyone else has any, you know, last minute rules or things think they want to tack on, any questions of how we want to scale this, we could probably just you know, hit the ground running. But if anyone's got any qualifying questions they want to get out of the way first, go for it.
You can't hear that.
I can't hear the soundboard's been muted because there's a little soundboard spamming going on before this, so that's all been taken away from these guys here.
Okay, so are we doing this?
So
are we doing this in comparison? Can we compare them to Goku?
Well, Goku would probably be in Cataclysmic tier. I don't think they would stand a chance against him. But no, we're not power scaling in relation to Goku.
Wait, very quick question. Yeah. Unrelated to the. How do you mute soundboard in general?
So I went into the settings and then I just searched sound and then I scrolled down a bit and I found soundboard volume and I just dragged it to 0. So
all right,
might
good.
be a smart move here.
Doing the same thing.
Yeah, so but I guess before we get kicked off as well, I do want to mention. So here we've got again a little different setup, but hey, we got Arthur, Philip, me, President Ronald Reagan has returned since. When was the last time you were on this, Reagan? When was the last time you were even here? But
I have no idea.
Was it the movie? Was that the last time you were on?
No. He came once more. It wasn't. The movie was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Now. Oh man.
One of them was playing Fortnite, and I'm doing that yet again.
I do remember that. I remember editing a little Fortnite clip. So yeah, Reagan has returned. We got Kiwi here, Taylor here, Carly here, and Flipper. We got most of the crew, but with the addition of Reagan. So, you know, we're spicing things up a little bit.
It's a big group tonight.
Big panel. Biggest panel in the history of Miraculous Watch Party. This is insane.
Whoa.
I know. We got
Saturday was a good day.
It was a good day. See, it worked out.
It was a good day. Seahawks won.
Yeah. Yeah, we were all waiting for the Seahawks game to end to hop on this, and you know, pretty happy.
You're doxing us.
You're doxing us.
Not dox. Hey, like this should be well known that this is a Seahawks official show where we stand them.
I understand.
Yeah.
Just everybody, none of us live in Washington. We just all really like the Seahawks.
Yes, Seahawks, please sponsor.
I'm over here in the middle of friggin' nowhere right now.
Really interesting what's happening across the border.
I'm actually in Paris. I just love American football. Man.
No more.
That's what I'm saying.
Arthur, Flipper, and I are from Castlegar. Just FYI.
I'm actually from one of the various man-named cities in between Castlegar and whatever the hell else is out there. So
I am from Twin Peaks, Washington. There you go.
I was gonna say I had this coworker the coworker in Los Angeles who is from Colombia, like the country, and his favorite NFL team was the Seahawks, just because he said when he moved to America they were good at the time, and he played Madden football, and he would always pick them. So that's why they're his favorite team. So you know, liking the Seahawks is not limited to just the Pacific Northwest. You can like the Seahawks from anywhere. So
that's true. So Viri, I have a quick question about this is a Canadian channel. We're on YTV in the mornings, but. A quick question for Viri. Are we going to go through this just in episode order of Villain Season 1 and just go through there? I think that's... If not, I would like to recommend we do so.
I currently have the picture... You can't see the pictures, but I have them arranged in episode order, yes. I have them in production order, so what we went through in our watch party. So.
Excellent, even. Thank you, Viri.
Yes. That's excellent. All set. I am hiding the pictures from you because there's a couple of there's a couple of curveballs thrown in here that I didn't want anybody to see. So
is Thomas on the list?
Thomas is the biggest villain. He's a villain IRL. He's done this to us. You know, there's a life where we don't have to review Miraculous because they're all perfect. But that's not the world we live in, boys.
Hey, if it was perfect, I'd love to review it. But here we are reviewing it because it's not quite perfect. Maybe a little further down those scales. But hey, here.
I need some editing. If you don't mind, I need some editing now.
What's the editing?
Could you put a clip of the Miraculous anime that they released?
Which and the new anime, the Stellar Force
new
anime?
One.
Yeah.
Stellar Force. We have 2D Miraculous, and it's amazing.
We finally have 2D Miraculous.
After a decade and a year, we have 2D Miraculous.
We've come full circle, just about. Anyway,
I think I almost made my profile picture the Marionette.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Oh, the Marionette that shoots you, guns you down.
Yes, I almost made that my profile picture.
Put that up, please.
Thought about it.
Guns you down emoji.
Guns you down.
That's been a good. There's some good moments in there. Not gonna lie.
I'm a big Stellar Leo fan. To all the Miki fans out there, please post below.
That's very bold of you to assume I remember one of their names. So is that...
No. I don't remember any of the other. Wait, the other one was, what was it? It was Kazuno, who's a fucking anime protagonist who's just like two points together. And whatever. We'll get there in 4 or 5 years. We'll get there in 4 or 5 years.
Watch it like 3 times or something. Like we love this show, guys.
Yeah, we love this show. Anyway, I'll shut up.
Anyway, here we are. So yes, we have our tiers here. So Cataclysmic, I think, would be basically they win. Like it would theoretically should be almost impossible for Ladybug and Cat Noir to win. It should be like regardless of the plot armor, they should win no problem. High tier would be someone who's pretty dangerous. They're likely going to win, but they take 8 out of 10. They're dangerous but not guaranteed. Mid tier is like a toss up 50-50 on whether or not they could win. Low tier is they're kind of crap, and the Mr. Pigeon is they have absolutely no sense of possibly winning at all ever. So there's our tiers, and then we'll order them within those tiers. So I don't know if you had Stormy Weather and Lady Wi-Fi, then you would put one of them ahead of the other, and that's how we'll do our little power rankings here. So it'll be in order and then also in tiers as well. So that's how it's going to pan out here.
I think for every single episode we did try and do a tier list, but these are the one. This is the official one.
This is because we thought about doing a whole season 1 tier list, but this is the stand-in. I guess we're doing a season 1 villain power ranking tier list. So here we are.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm gonna kick it off. So I'm gonna drag these pictures probably into just mid tier, I think, and leave them there until we decide. So for first up, we have Stormy Weather. There she is. Stormy Weather. If anyone doesn't remember, she has. What's it, like ice beam kind of powers? Ice beam powers, control the wind, things of that nature. Everyone kind of has enhanced agility and durability, things like that. Everyone's kind of a little buffed in that sense. So, I don't know, where would you guys right off the bat think that Stormy Weather would land? How dangerous do you think she is?
Okay, I'm gonna jump in first, and I think she's kind of high, actually, because she can control the weather. That seems like a pretty powerful ability, especially with the ability to, summon lightning, like you said. There's definitely pretty high.
Just nuke them.
It's such an easy power to counter, though. Just pull out a heat gun, Just manifest it.
I think Ladybug's thing she summoned to that was like a blanket to do like a parrot. Like she jumped and then used it to get to higher ground. Long story short, she did not get a heat gun. So you think it'd be easy to counter, but she that ice beam. I don't think she ever actually directly uses it on Ladybug and Cat Noir, but she blasts the other a weather girl in the elevator. It's pretty devastating. So the fact she doesn't use it more often might be. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know why she doesn't just default to that, because it's like an insta kill ice beam basically. So
why didn't she just freeze them?
I don't know. She does blow Cat Noir back with big wind gusts every now. So I don't know. Again, if we delve into why any villain didn't do something, we're going to be here all day. But long story short, the ice beam pretty powerful, I'd say.
Yeah, we should ignore any of the dumb plot armor shit, because otherwise, basically, Ladybug and Cat Noir are using hacks this entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is factoring in no plot armor. So
I would say high.
Probably,
yeah,
I'd say high tier
for the death beam. Yes,
she's a classic villain too. A classic.
That was the first episode. They had decent animation because they put a little more effort into that one.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, pretty good one on that. So yeah, I'd say definitely a high tier. I think that theoretically she probably should have won. She's not unbeatable. She definitely is fairly weak. Without her umbrella, she can't do a whole lot. I think so. Fair. She can be beaten, but I think that she would probably just annihilate anybody that she's got eyesight on. So We'll put that there. How about then next we have is Evillustrator. What do you guys think about him? Does anyone remember him? This episode does kind of blank out a little bit for me, but
the thing is, he can draw. I remember this one because it's so stupid how he loses. He can create anything he draws. He created a moon.
Yes.
He created a celestial body. Like, dude.
He wanted to steal the moon.
He did the opposite of steal the moon. He made another moon. Like, dude, he has a tablet in which he could draw anything. Although all he drew was a cube to capture Cat Noir. He can also erase shit. Because he erased a window.
He did.
Like, this dude is probably one of the most... Yeah, he was. Later on, like, this dude is a big comic book guy. Like, I think he has one of the most powerful powers ever. Again, he loses because of... Like everyone on this list loses because of plot armor. Except the people in Low and Mr. Pigeon. Like, come on. Like,
I think
bro could have created he could have created a fucking nuke and blown the entire city apart before anyone would have ever known that. If he was smart, he would have just done that from like his room and then blown everything up or whatever, or draw a device that would steal Cat Noir's Miraculous. But he just
exactly.
He could have drawn.
So nice to see what his limits are.
He was only limited by whatever Thomas could think to write for him.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. So because I was thinking, he might be pretty decent, but then when Philip reminded me that he can draw a celestial body, I'm like, yeah, that is kind of cataclysmic. Actually, if you think about it, that's kind of over at that point.
Imagine if he drew the sun.
It's over. Like everyone instant death for the universe.
That's the end of the world. I
don't think that one more star would kill the universe, but okay.
Even just like you said, making a moon, like he could just whole gravity. I don't even. Yeah.
He could draw a black hole.
What's stopping him from drawing a black hole?
What's stopping him from drawing a giant ray gun?
Plot armor.
I think
we're ignoring the plot armor.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
We have to. There's no way we can.
There is.
We have to ignore the plot armor.
On the scale of Miraculous, I think on the scale of Miraculous, we have this is probably the most powerful thing because it's the same as Ladybug's ability, but better.
True.
Because Ladybug can get any item, but she doesn't get to choose. Where he gets any item and he gets to choose.
Yeah. And he only gets one. He only gets one item. He can draw as many as he wants.
No. Yeah. But what about the Miraculous of the goat? Wait, goat. They can draw whatever he wants.
Exactly. It's just
that hasn't showed up yet. This is season 1.
I'm sorry, but never mind.
Gary, hit Kiwi with the rock.
I cannot determine her precise location. I'll try. I'm gonna draw a rock with my tablet and just.
And because it's better than Ladybug, I think it has to be Cataclysmic.
I think it's Cataclysmic.
Yeah, world-ending potential.
Better.
He could draw Jupiter and then place it in London and just kill everyone in the entire. He could kill everyone on Earth in 30 seconds.
Literally,
he chooses not to.
Well, so yeah, I think that's a pretty clear. The more we're thinking about it, the more cataclysmic it is. He does have just unlimited destructive potential with his ability.
He could draw a black hole and place it, in
like
Paris.
That theory.
We should do that.
What's it? I did realize as well. I'm thinking about it more because I remember the clip. So he does draw a big hairdryer to harass Chloe, but it is sentient, so he may be able to also create sentient objects as well, which also again opens up a whole realm of just mass producing an army of tools and appliances.
He made a sentient.
He can create life. Yes. So
Yeah.
So now that I think about it, how did this guy not win? He can do literally anything. It's insane.
He can make a living terracotta army.
No, because Cat Noir, Ladybug got a bouncy ball and then threw it, and it turned off the lights. And then he couldn't draw on his tablet, even though his tablet was backlit.
You should just draw light.
Draw another light bulb.
He created the moon, but couldn't create a freaking light bulb.
Yeah,
I could draw a light bulb with my eyes closed.
Well, yeah, that sounds about right. I think that's about as cataclysmic I think as you're gonna get.
Cataclysmic.
All right, cataclysmic. That's determined. How about Lady Wi-Fi though? Where do you think she stands?
I feel like I would say mid. Yeah.
Mid.
Yeah.
Mid, because she can teleport through phones, which, is useful. She can throw little, pause icons that can, freeze you or freeze parts of
Easily
you,
dodged.
Easily dodged or deflected by Ladybug and Cat Noir, which, if you get hit by one, you're kind of in trouble. But the fact there's Ladybug and Cat Noir, the fact there's two of them, kind of saves them a lot. Also, if you disable if you remove Wi-Fi, her powers do dissipate. So again, if you take out the little Wi-Fi tower like they do in the episode, she's essentially just a person at that point. So she has a very exploitable weakness that seems pretty easy to take down. So now that I'm thinking about it more, probably.
If she had insane battle IQ, I would put it higher, because you could do some crazy stuff with just pausing people. But,
she doesn't really.
Destroyed
but you don't get that added to your power,
Yeah, so no insane battle IQ. Like, if you could pull something off, I don't want it. Is she low tier? I don't think she's low tier. I think the ability to freeze someone's pretty up there, and teleporting through phones is pretty useful. So I don't think low tier, but she might be maybe bottom of mid, because she's not. Again, her weakness is super exploitable. So, and Ladybug and Cat Noir seem pretty good at just not getting hit by projectiles. So it's tough luck for her. But. I don't know. Does anyone think that she belongs anywhere else in mid tier? Maybe once we get some other people in mid tier, we can rearrange her a little bit. But I think probably mid. I don't think I'm convinced of low tier yet. But mid tier. Okay, well, we'll leave her in mid tier for now. She might get moved around a little bit.
Wait. Sorry, I'm back. I had to go for a second. Lady Wi-Fi is the person who probably in season 1 came the closest to actually getting the Miraculous, because she pauses Ladybug.
Yeah.
Ladybug pauses. Does she pause Ladybug or Cat Noir? No, she pauses.
She pauses someone. Ladybug's arms, so she's held hostage essentially.
And then instead of taking her Miraculous, she just leaves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
she could have gotten the Miraculous. She's the only one who's come that close in season 1, I think.
No, that's true, because she goes for the mask and she can't get the mask off, and she's like, "Oh well, if I can't demask you, then I'll just wait for your power to run out." But yeah, why didn't she just grab the earrings?
I know, right? She could have. Yeah. If it was, I would say, I don't know if because she has the ability to pause people and the ability to teleport to phones.
Yeah.
I don't know how she lost, but I will say, I think just as a power, is being able to pause people more powerful than being able to change the weather or not?
That's a good question, actually.
You can probably pause a lot of people if the weather's cold enough.
True. Again, Stormy Weather's ice does freeze people, so it's a similar concept.
You have not been paused. You have been stopped.
I think Stormy Weather is more dangerous because her the wind ability and her big ice beam can't be deflected or dodged as easily. You can't deflect the massive ice beam she's got.
I think you're right, but I would like to see Lady Wi-Fi in high tier, but less than Stormy Weather.
You think high tier? Because again,
we're still high rated. Yeah,
because she could have won. That was the episode that pissed me off, because literally she was right there. Ladybug was paused. She just can't get the mask off, because it's magic. But instead of taking the earrings and then winning, she just goes, "You know what? Fuck this, bye," and leaves.
I like how the mask is magically held on, but the earrings are not.
Yeah, Cat Noir's ring bounces off. She won.
Yeah,
because he gets thrown into the freezer. His ring is off.
Oh yeah, he loses his ring too. I forget about
Adrian's just face down dead in the freezer. Ladybug is paused, and she just chooses to lose.
I guess this brings in the question of, does their how they did in the show actually matter? Because they all end up losing, right?
That's true. You know what? That is true. I guess you're right in that it shouldn't matter, because how they did in the show is determined by Thomas, and he's an unreliable narrator.
Absolutely.
He's an unreliable.
That's such a funny thing.
Again, I think that one of the reasons I'd say I'd put Lady Wi-Fi in mid tiers, because again, she has the weakness of the Wi-Fi signal tower. So it's a really exploited. She has a weakness. It's not even attached to her. It's just she has to defend Wi-Fi towers the entire time to stop them from getting taken offline. If she does, her powers are nullified. Or at least
Balloons.
So I think
Balloons 5G tower defense.
Exactly. So she's got to stop them from destroying the 5G towers, which I think that's a limiting factor. I'd say again, I don't think it's enough to put her in low tier, because we're saying, freezing people. Again, obviously she did come close to winning. It's not a weak power at all. So I'd say mid again. I could
buy a Verizon firmware update.
It could. I think.
I think you're right. Let's leave her in mid.
Let's leave her in mid again. We can shift her around compared to others in mid. She might be top of mid tier, but we'll see.
Yeah, she might also be low high tier. I could definitely see that.
I think top of mid tier, lowest on high tier.
Okay,
let's keep going. You guys are right.
How about Princess Fragrance?
Oh no, I forgot.
Who the hell is that?
Exactly.
This is where Rose pens her suicide.
All right, I'm going on the wiki.
So.
Oh yeah, Flipper, you weren't here for any of these.
Yeah. So the problem with Princess.
No, I wasn't.
Princess Fragrance is one of these villains where I think she's immensely overpowered and only lose the plot armor because she's got like a gas spray where if you inhale it, you're just instantly her mind slave. Like that's it. You get a little whiff of it and you're done for. Like it's GG. Yeah. So Cat Noir gets taken out. Everyone but Ladybug gets taken out because Ladybug just doesn't whatever plot armor. So it seems like
is that the one where she put the like pin on her nose or like you
know? She
no.
did.
So it's the one where she.
Oh, did she?
Maybe. I don't know. It's the one where she sprays it over the entire city at the end.
Right.
And then Ladybug detonates it. And instead of, blowing up a massive thermobaric.
She puts the clothespin over her nose. I don't remember.
No, this one is so crazy. It's like, why did the whole city not just blow up? What is going on?
Because they have a thing where they spray the perfume in a closed little space in the classroom. And and then she apparently Miss Mendeleev has a detonator just handy because she's a terrorist. And press it, it blows up. Like wow, that's so cool in the mouth. And then later on in the episode, Princess Fragrance fills the entire city with this gas, like a perfume. And Ladybug goes, what if I detonate it? And then lights it on fire. Instead of exploding all of Paris. I think I was nerd emojiing enough to actually calculate the explosive force of this. I think it's about the same as 9 Hiroshima bombs.
Yeah, it was insane.
All of Europe is gone.
It's like she fills the entire volume. I did the area of Paris up to 100 feet high of stoichiometric mixture of butane and oxygen. And then Ladybug just lights a fucking cigarette, and what would have happened was Paris is no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. Yeah. I guess she has the power to generate an infinite amount of explosive gas out of her gem. No, we're ignoring that.
So there's no such thing as lighters in this universe, so it's fine.
Yeah, but I guess the power comes from the whole mind control aspect. The fact that they didn't blow up the city is kind of unrelated, but very funny.
Yeah, so she could theoretically. Green? What is she? Well, what are you saying about green?
The wiki says that she has green skin.
Yeah, she's green.
Yeah,
you can see
green.
that. Look, that's
green.
Yeah,
she's on the screen. Yeah.
It's a very ugly green skin. She's one of the most off-putting designs, I'd say, as well. That's unrelated, but it's.
Yeah.
Is it your favorite design, Very?
Instant
the bubble?
nerf.
No. We'll get to Bubbler. We'll get to Bubbler in due time. Don't you worry. But
I love sorry.
What's it? But yeah, so Princess Fragrance does have the ability to mind control the entire city. I don't know why she didn't just do that immediately, because I feel like a good plan would just be instant gas the whole city, mind control. If you can do it before Ladybug, Cat Noir figure out what's going on, take them over. But even if you had the entire city under your control, I feel that's a pretty solid advantage over Ladybug, Cat Noir. But
right, you could even use hostages in that situation. You could do a lot with that.
I think that's a better power than Lady Wi-Fi. I'm gonna go out and say it.
I think it's about Lady. Do you think she's high tier? Or do you think she's still mid tier because you can block it by just putting a little clothespin on your nose? Or
did she do that?
I'm gonna pull up the episode because I there is an episode where she does the little clothespin over her nose, but I can't remember if that was the episode or not. I'm gonna pull it up.
I feel like with N95s, why that choice?
I think because the gas is explosive, though, it's got to be Cataclysmic because there's bound to be a fire somewhere in Paris, and she can fill the whole city with explosive gas.
There are at least 40 trash cans on fire in Paris.
Yeah,
I guess. Are we
at
calling
any given
it?
Time there's also what about anyone cooking with a stove?
Yeah,
a gas stove, or anything.
Static electricity.
Gone. The entire I touched a doorknob, and now the city is gone. Wow.
Okay, this is the episode where she's put a clothespin over her nose to protect herself.
Okay, no, that's fair.
That's so stupid.
It is stupid, but it was easy.
Look at her.
The fact that
it's
explosive is a weakness
the last resort
in the
just
episode.
blow up the city.
How is it a weakness?
To blow up the city is unreal. So I guess the question is, do we have to go with Miraculous logic, where it doesn't actually blow up the city when ignited, it just burns away?
I think we have to go by the rule. The show established that when her gas is ignited, it does not cause a nuclear explosion. So I think we have to go with the show.
Okay, we'll have to go with the show's rules. Like, it's not actually butane.
She might actually be low tier then.
No, because she can mind control people.
You can just plug your nose.
That's
plug your nose.
Okay, yeah. The fact that you're right.
Like, it really depends on if she can get Ladybug and Cat Noir before they realize what's happening. So, I think it would really depend on the opening move, what would happen, but yeah.
I think the only reason it's not Mr. Pigeon
for now.
I think the only reason it's not Mr. Pigeon, though,
mid, but below Lady Wi-Fi.
But you think below? Because, again, it's really powerful. Again, you could get the entire city, but Ladybug and Cat Noir, again, everyone, they can beat any civilian pretty easily. So, like, having an army of Parisians will be useful, but not necessarily a guaranteed win. So,
is it more useful to have an army of random civilians or to be able to pause people? Both have a gotcha. For Lady Wi-Fi, it's you knock out the 5G network.
Yeah.
For her, you plug your nose. I think it's easier to plug your nose and knock out the 5G network.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
I think it is.
I'm plugging my nose right now, and that was pretty easy, but I don't know if I could knock out the 5G network right now.
Yeah, you can.
Thank you. Kiwi, I appreciate your faith in me. I do have
I have a lot of
license.
faith in you.
I mean, they always have the Eiffel Tower in the episode. Just tell a bunch of people to jump off the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Or else give me your Miraculous, or everybody's
It's like in
dead.
general, or like
in general. I think
in general. Just say if you don't give me your Miraculous, I will command 60,000 people to slit their throats.
Like you could.
It can be pretty overpowered.
Yeah.
That's a season 6 or 7. Don't.
Dude.
Don't. It's a season 6 or 7 type thing they'd have them do. I will say the show. I guess we're only on season 2 right now, but the show definitely gets a more darker tone as you go on. A little bit.
A little bit.
It grows up.
A little bit. It's
very
a show for 12-year-olds. It's a show for 14-year-olds.
No, it's clearly a show for 25-year-olds. I mean, come on.
You know it.
Don't you know?
We're aging.
We're old.
I don't know about you guys. You guys are old.
Hey,
shut the hell up, Kiwi.
If I'm old, you're old.
There you go.
Anyway,
Speak for yourself.
any gentlemen and ladies, any objection to leaving her below Lady Wi-Fi in mid?
Nope.
I'd say high mid, so I would just keep her in mid.
I think she's really easily counterable as her main downfall. So yeah, maybe leaving her there. But
the only thing that would get you is if you didn't know it.
Yeah.
But I think being able to, I don't know, is being able to pause people versus mind controlling civilians. I think.
Well, you can mind control someone and tell them to pause.
That's true. That's true. Shoot.
Well, but with Lady Wi-Fi's, you can't, if it hits you, you can't plug your. There's nothing you can do to prevent it aside from just dodge or deflect it. So it's a little more dangerous. Requires effort to counter. So
I think we leave where we are for now, and we'll reevaluate. Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Pulling up next, we got Dark Cupid.
Mr. Pigeon type shit.
I can't say half of these with a straight face, but yeah, Dark Cupid.
I loathe you, Baronet. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, so the weird thing about Dark Cupid is when he hits you with an arrow, you become really mean and like a jerk, but it's not mind control. It's not, he has to convince Cat Noir to help him defeat Ladybug. So, it's not necessarily as making people into his slaves like a lot of the other villains do. So he can make people, not like each other. And yeah, if he hit Ladybug or Cat Noir, they'd be angry. But I don't think he could shoot Ladybug and Cat Noir, then just say, hey, drop your Miraculous, and they do it. I do think they still have some agency once they're mind controlled. So
he turns them from fake Parisians into normal Parisians.
Exactly. So I don't think. I think his powers are actually kind of weak in that. He can definitely turn people on each other. He turns Ladybug against Cat Noir, vice versa. Cat Noir, he converts Cat Noir in the show. So it's if they could defeat each other, but then also a kiss does undo his ability. So it's also easy to undo in that sense as
well. Is this the episode where Ladybug has to sexually assault Cat Noir by forcing? Yeah, okay.
Yes, this is the sexual assault episode.
One of at least 2 in season 1. I'd say at least.
He's like Dan Schneider, but worse.
Kind
of. Veer, play the Dan Schneider clip from whatever episode that was.
Oh, the Horrificator thing, yeah.
I saw the same pink goo.
It's Dan Schneider.
No, it's Nickelodeon gag. That means Dan Schneider's here.
What are you doing here?
I just saw kids filming. I wanted to get
yeah. Dan, what are you doing here? I saw kids filming. I just wanted to be involved.
I'd say so. You think a low tier, or
I'm thinking either low or Mr. Pigeon.
If he was smart with it, I could see a World War II type of situation going on with censoring myself. I mean, like, if you wanted to scheme and like do this for like long term, I mean, he could like get like a whole ethnicity wiped off the map, you know? If you really think about it.
Whoa. Whoa, Taylor.
He could he could instill a lot of chaos in the world, yes, but I don't think that when it comes to actually like defeating Ladybug Cat Noir for good, I don't think he's got any real chance.
Your goal is to turn the world against Albania.
I do want to say
no, not against Albania, no.
How can Yugoslavia fail?
I know one man from Albania, and I know where he lives. We've been over this. I will find you.
It looks like you can
I know
fly.
one man from Albania.
In a world.
Vera, do you remember how the episode actually goes? Because it's been a while. And also, the thing is, like, I know he hits Cat Noir, and Cat Noir is hugging Ladybug, and he goes, I loathe you. Yeah. But then Ladybug just strings him up and max on him till he stops being fucking cringe.
Yeah, it goes around.
Crazy he was faking.
Because, he goes around shooting a bunch of people. Everyone's kind of being mad at each other. But again, they're not under his control. So just like a couple people going around being mean. He gets Cat Noir. Cat Noir and Ladybug have a little scuffle. And then eventually he's like, hey, dude, the Cat Noir, we both hate Ladybug. We should team up. And they're on a team now. And then Ladybug's like, oh yeah, I can undo it by a kiss. I forget exactly how she determines that, but she's like, I can undo it via a kiss. And so then she spends the next couple minutes trying to like forcibly kiss Cat Noir, and he's trying to run away. He does not like this, and so he's
so crazy.
And then she gets him free, and then they beat him. So it's like even if he got both of them, I don't think he could just convince them to drop their Miraculous. They might just turn on him then at that point. So I don't really know what the end game is.
He did get Cat Noir.
Yeah,
like that's he's not like he did get, but it's also spoilers. Reflekta also got Cat Noir.
Everyone gets Cat Noir.
I'm guessing Reflekta's at the very bottom of this.
We'll see. We'll see.
I don't know but also Kim's the probably dumbest character in the show.
Low battle IQ, yeah.
Low IQ in general. We don't have to specify battle IQ.
Low IQ all around, yeah.
He's just I can't say that word, but he's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
probably
low mid. Again, I think he could. I could see a scenario in which he wins, but again, I don't know what the end game is. Once he gets both Ladybug Cat Noir, I don't think he can necessarily get the Miraculous at that point. I don't think he can defeat them really, because his arrows aren't lethal. His arrows dissipate once he hits someone, so it's not like he could even like kill them with an arrow once he does anything. So I don't know. I think
we leave him. Yeah, I think we leave him in low, but he might end up either bottom of low or top of Mr. Pigeon.
He could cause a lot of damage, but yeah, I don't think he doesn't really have a win condition. I don't think so.
I did want to say that he can fly, and I think that excludes him from Mr. Pigeon tier.
That is true.
Yeah,
he can fly.
That does give him an edge, regardless. Yeah.
And he's also like, just in the way like Ladybug and Cat Noir, all the akumatized villains have some kind of like durability. Like they're not like just regular civilians because they get punched and like hit against buildings, and that's the base power. But like there are villains that their ability. Like, okay, we'll get to Reflekta when we get to Reflekta, but there are villains that like their power excludes them from having a win condition.
Yeah, so it's not quite that bad. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave that as is. Well, the next one I think is a little self-explanatory. So we got Mr. Pigeon.
Mr. Pigeon goes
Mr. Pigeon. Like, unless there's any arguments for why he wouldn't be in the tier named after him, but he's got the ability to control pigeons. And that's kind of it. Like he can command pigeons to do whatever he feels like. Which they can do a lot. Like he can ride around on like a little cloud of pigeons, and they can swarm people. But he doesn't really. Pigeons aren't really that lethal a threat. He doesn't seem particularly skilled in combat himself. The pigeons can lift up a big cage and drop it on people, so he somehow that happens.
He does have a win condition, so he's not at the bottom, but he's got to stay. He can't fly on his own.
No, he can't fly on his own.
Bird-based power, and he can't fly.
No,
it should have been Mr. Ostrich or something.
So again, like I think, he's just a guy with again, a slightly enhanced agility and fighting. Like he's a bit of a stronger dude. That's kind of it. And then he's got his pigeon army. So Cat Noir is allergic to pigeons, which does help, but that's very case specific. I don't know. I can't. Again, there's a world in which he wins, but he's also one where he's been akumatized 72 times, I think, by one Laser seasons, and he still hasn't won. He's kind of the butt end of the jokes in the show. Like even Ladybug and Cat Noir don't really take him that seriously. So I think that he's never really a serious threat in any regard. So
I would until the final season when he locks in and summons every pigeon from every metropolis.
Mr. Pigeon 100 finally locks in and sweeps him. Yeah, but
I'm so excited for season 10.
If this was set in New York instead, he'd win.
Ooh, yeah.
Famously, there are no birds in Paris.
Just government drones.
They're all drones. Yeah, so I think that's pretty quick and fast and easy one. If anyone's got any objections to why he wouldn't be in Mr. Pigeon tier, let me know. But that's
actually objection.
If he wouldn't be, we'd have to rename the tier.
Then it'd be Reflekta tier.
It's a government drone.
Cool. So I think we'll leave him in there and in his own little tier. So next up we have Pixelator. What do you guys think?
Looking to the lands, fucking disintegrate you.
Oh.
So he's
Not
one where he's
just from that photo alone.
Didn't they like when they're in his like little world? Wasn't it like he like never went in there? Like, can he even go in there?
That's the thing.
Know.
Yeah, you're right. Kiwi is right.
Or are they just in there?
I don't know if he has a win condition when you think about it, because if he gets Ladybug's trapped. No, because okay. So when spoilers, watch our review first. If you're here and you haven't watched the either Giant season 1 episode or whatever, go do that. But he gets fucking yoinked. They hit him with a mirror, and then he gets teleported to his own world. But then his goggles drop. I'm assuming that if he hits Ladybug Cat Noir, if the same logic, their Miraculous would drop. Otherwise, he doesn't have a win condition at all.
No, because I think Cat Noir does get hit by the thing, and he gets transported. So he gets sent there as Adrian, and then he comes out because Cat Noir gets transported into the realm. And he's still got his ring.
He doesn't have a win condition.
I think the only win condition would be to trap them in there and then just essentially let them starve to death, and then teleport them back out. So I think that's the only.
Oh my god!
It's kind of dark, but that is technically a win condition. Is just starve them out or just leave them in there until eventually they surrender. But it's wow, so if he traps both of them, they can't at that point. Ladybug and Cat Noir can't win. So then at that point, it's just waiting to see. Unless Ladybug's Lucky Charm gives her something. I don't know if you can escape the pixel realm from within the realm, because there's like a viewport into the real world. So I don't know if you could theoretically escape.
They cataclysm their way out of it. They shatter the fabric of reality.
Oh yeah, I think he actually does. I think that's the point. So
he does. He cataclysms out of it in the episode.
So yeah, his even getting them in the picture realm is not necessarily a guaranteed win at that point. So it's.
He's not the worst one. I think he's a pretty good. But against you got to dodge the laser. But at least it's basically SCP-106. He puts you in his pocket dimension.
I was just gonna bring that up.
Hell yeah, you're a man after my own heart, Flipper.
So what are we thinking then? Because again, shooting lasers. He has a win condition. It's not a great one. It can be escaped though. So is it still mid tier? Or is it going to low tier? But I don't know.
Low tier, but above. Low tier, but above.
Like high low tier.
Cupid. Yeah, but he
higher
can't
than
fly.
Dark Cupid anyway. Anyway, Viri, can you do me a favor in the edit? You put the clip of him kneeling on Jagged Stone's bed real quick.
I feel like he wasn't edited yet.
Right now.
I want to immortalize you, Jagged. I'll be your one and only fan.
All right.
Okay, we're back. We just played the clip. Did you guys enjoy it? Leave a comment below.
Wow, that was a great clip from the Miraculous Tales of Ladybug Cat Noir, available now on Disney Plus.
And available on Viri and Co. Please,
and
we
Miraculous
need money to buy our gruel.
So yeah, I think the good lasers, but again, lasers can be relatively easily deflected by the heroes, and his win condition's not great. It can be escaped, so yeah, probably low tier. I'd say again only above Dark Cupid because he actually has a win condition, while Dark Cupid would struggle to get to an actual win con. So yeah, that's I think any objections? Or we leaving him there?
I'd leave him there.
We leave for now.
All right, cool.
At least.
The next one up on our list is Chloe. So, where's Chloe rank in the power list?
Cataclysmic.
For how much he pisses me off.
She's like the spawn condition of about half. Wait, whatever. 27% or whatever we calculated.
It's not half.
Literally,
she's actually less than
Paris is miserable.
I think it was like 27% in season 1.
Yeah, but again, Marinette is on par with Chloe in terms of causing
she's less than
but she's not an asshole, so yeah.
She means well. Chloe doesn't. But like, Chloe has no win condition. She
Are you
even
sure
have
about that?
She's in it for the love of the game, dude.
She's in it for the love of the game.
If we're gonna get into spoilers, she does become like the. So I don't know. That could be powerful.
Bleep that out. This is season 1 only. You're gonna hear Chloe becomes a beep.
Yeah. I love all the
local high schooler is a bitch.
Yeah, so
local high school girl fucking sucks.
Again, yeah, realistically, I think she's probably Mr. Pigeon tier, but I think that again, she's I want to throw her in here because she's essentially a secondary antagonist 99% of the time.
She is.
Her reputation precedes her.
Yeah.
In season 1, wait, can we, Flipper? Do you have the wiki up? Can you check the wiki and see if she's described as a secondary antagonist?
I believe she's just described as a villain outright. Actually.
Wait, what?
Did Thomas write the wiki? Jeez, well, hey, that means she does belong in the tier list then, technically. So
I think I already sent you guys a photo of it in the chat. She's like number 3 after Hawkmoth.
Yeah.
Top 3 villains of Miraculous, yeah.
Crimes, abuse, theft, mass brainwashing, terrorism, treason, incrimination, dictatorship, cruel and unusual punishments, mass illegal incarceration, public danger, and sexual harassment.
I mean, that's probably true, but hey.
Oh my god, I don't know if we can put that in there. That's just a spoiler.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different akumatized versions of herself.
Well, so she does seem to again cause a lot of problems for everybody in general. So, should we put her? Does she? I think it's probably still Mr. Pigeon.
Oh wait, this isn't from the this isn't from the Miraculous wiki. This is from the Near Pure Evil wiki. That's not real. Why is when I Google Chloe Bougeois, the first result is not the Miraculous wiki? It's from the Near Pure Evil wiki. There we go. I had to. I spelled it wrong. Oh, she is listed as a secondary antagonist to season 1.
There you go. See, so she belongs here.
She belongs. She belongs here.
Does her causing enough problems justify her being in low tier? Does she escape Mr. Pigeon tier, or is she still in Mr. Pigeon tier?
I mean, with how much violence she incites, I would put her low.
All right, fair enough. Sounds good. Well, in that case, I think we'll leave it with that. But next one's kind of interesting. Next one we have is Copycat, which is it's just Cat Noir but evil, basically. So, what do you guys think?
Well, he can destroy anything.
He can destroy anything.
It's just the same literal same power set as Cat Noir. So yeah, probably
he has Cataclysm, right? Like he's got to be in Cataclysmic because he's got Cataclysm.
I guess he is but like I don't think he reaches the same level as Evillustrator. And then when you think about that, the fact that Evillustrator lost gets even more ridiculous because he is less powerful, or he's more powerful than Cat Noir. That's nuts.
Yeah, so I think
he's the top of the Cataclysmic tier, and we can have other people in the Cataclysmic tier still.
Well, because Copycat, he has Cataclysm, but in season 1, Cataclysm's fairly limited. I know it gets bigger and bigger as time goes on, and power scaling. But in season 1, Cataclysm it's effective, but it's not like you can literally blow up the planet kind of effective. So I don't know. I don't think having Cataclysm is a guaranteed win. I think the Cataclysm can be evaded and like nullified. Just if you play it or you play your cards right. So I don't think he would make it to Cataclysmic tier.
Well, then
I think he's higher than Stormy Weather in that list.
You think he is?
Actually, I don't know, because like, control the weather, or you can blow up one thing. But I guess does his power have to reset like a real Cat Noir's? I think it does, right? Because his ring starts beeping.
His ring, I think he's got the same kind of handicap. Yeah. So he's got 5 minutes after he hits the Cataclysm. So I think it's also a case where this does kind of benefit being up against Ladybug Cat Noir specifically, because you do have the added element of, getting mixed up with the different Cat Noirs mid-fight. So Ladybug might be kind of, I don't know, unable to assist in some regard, or she might hesitate in actually joining the fight because she can't tell for certain who's who in the thick of it. So I think that you can get something out of that. I think that matchup works specifically against Ladybug and Cat Noir. If it was against anybody else, it wouldn't really work. So for this rule set we have in particular, that's a nice little buff he'd get. But I don't know if that's enough to put him... I don't know. What do you think? I feel like Stormy Weather would still win, though. I think in a 1v1, I think Stormy Weather would beat Cat Noir. So I think Stormy Weather would probably beat Copycat. I don't know.
Do you think... What about Lady Wi-Fi versus Copycat?
He can destroy the Wi-Fi tower if he gets to it, but that'd be actually a close...
He would get to the Wi-Fi tower. That's how that would be.
Destroy the 5G
network. Oh. True.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know who would win. I feel like against Lady Wi-Fi and Copycat, it'd be a toss-up. It might just depend on the writer at that point. I could see either of them realistically winning. So I don't know.
I think it's right though. They're right next. They're technically right next to each other.
Yeah,
I do think Copycat gets the edge because he is Cat Noir, and he's not fighting Lady Wi-Fi. He's fighting Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Yeah, so
if he gets the edge on.
For our rule set, that does really help because again, it makes Ladybug a lot less effective in the fight. So. I'm confident. I don't know if it makes him up to. Do you think it puts him in high tier though, or do you think he stays like top of mid?
I honestly, I put him top of mid. Honestly,
I don't think he's that he's dangerous. He's not that dangerous. I don't think he's like.
I guess if we're taking the season 1 lens, because if you step out from the season 1 lens, he can destroy planets with Cataclysm.
Yeah, so just
I'm
season
still
1
voting for Cataclysmic, but that's why I'm kind of leaning more towards the low end of high.
I think if you took Cataclysm to its logical conclusion, he would be in Cataclysmic, but based on the show's rules of, it can destroy an object, I think it's probably high. But yeah, if you actually had Cataclysm be free from the constraints of this show, I think it probably would be Cataclysmic because, he could just destroy
If this was set in season 3, he'd be higher.
Yeah, if it was set in season 3, yeah.
That's all we're gonna say with that. I can't wait till we get to that episode in a couple of years.
He is limited by the scale of season 1, I suppose. Yeah, so okay.
He's limited by the technology of his time.
But then as he goes above Lady Wi-Fi because of the whole Cat Noir aspect, right? So
he does. Yeah.
Okay. All right, now it's time for my personal favorite, the Bubbler.
The Bubbler.
The Bubbler.
The Bubbler. What's that? You like the Bubbler?
I do not. I hate his design. His power set. Passion. He shoots bubbles, and the bubbles, if they catch you, you get stuck inside. They're pretty hard to pop, and they rise you up into the sky, and then they pop, and you fall down and would presumably die. But Ladybug and Cat Noir are kind of immune to fall damage, so I don't know if that would even really work. So
yeah.
I think he's low tier, but
that's kind of like pausing somebody.
I think he's low. I agree.
No, I think
where in low tier? I think his power is worse than. Oh god, what's the dude on the left's name
Dark
again?
Cupid.
Pixelator.
Oh, Pixelator.
He's worse than Pixelator. I think he's better than Dark Cupid.
Yeah, I think I agree. Actually, thinking about it a bit more
like that, because Pixelator has a win
bubble is better than freezing somebody. I'm just gonna say it.
I guess, but again, the whole point is that you put them in a bubble. Cat Noir can pop it with Cataclysm. Ladybug could probably get an item that could pop it, and then again, his plan with the bubble seems to be to raise you up into the sky and then drop you. And again, Ladybug, Cat Noir have a lot of ways to avoid fall damage, and a lot of times fall damage doesn't even do anything to them anyway. So I don't know if dropping them from the stratosphere would even necessarily be a guaranteed win.
He just stores people in the sky in the episode that he's in.
He does you could store them, but again, you can't permanently trap Ladybug, Cat Noir because they could. There's a very good chance they can escape using one of their abilities. So I don't think that even that. It's easy to get them in the bubbles again because he can send out a huge swarm, so it's a lot easier for his projectiles to hit, but. They're not
do dodge the swarm though.
They do effectively deflect all of it. So
in very excellent animation, it's one of the best in the shit. Yeah, Viri hates that scene.
I hate that whole episode in general, man. This is that's it. I don't know, man. That was a rough one, but I don't know. Does everyone feel like this is a good spot for him? Any objections?
I think low is good. I mean, yeah, all he can do is fall damage.
All right. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're happy with that. How about next one then is Simon Says.
Ooh.
Was that actually his name?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was his name.
Oh.
That was actually his name.
That was his name. I don't know why.
For real.
You're making a joke.
This is another one of those episodes I kind of forget about, and I had to rewatch it to be like, oh, right, that's what he does. I kind of totally blanked on this dude. But the most memorable scene from that is when he's got these cards, he throws the cards into someone, he can basically tell them what to do. So he throws one to Gabriel Agress and tells him to go kill himself and just jump off the building. So it's,
yeah, he does.
That's the most memorable part of that episode. So again,
so he can mind control people, but he has to put a card on them.
He's got to land a card on you. Ladybug and Cat Noir never get hit by the cards, as far as I can remember.
So it's the same as Princess Fragrance, but less powerful because he has to get a card on you rather than just like gashing the whole building.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, gas is just like a bunch of really tiny cards if you think about it.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, sure.
You some kind of a scientist over here, Flip? What kind of nerd bullshit is that?
I have a degree.
Well, because the thing about his cards, too, is that he can't, like, spam out 100 of them really fast. He just seems to, like, pick out one, say something, throw it, pick out one. So it's pretty slow. It's not really meant to be like a rapid-fire gun or anything. So, like, it's definitely below anything like, Pixelator, Lady Wi-Fi's blasts, things like that. So I think that it's not really going to be that effective at hitting Ladybug Cat Noir. I think, again, his main strength comes from getting other people to fight for him. And, using hostages, like, getting Gabriel to throw himself off the building. So in that aspect, he's got something, but it really depends on what kind of plays he can get going with other people, because I don't think he's going to reliably be able to get... If he gets Ladybug Cat Noir, then, yeah, that's like kind of an instant win, but he's got to get him is the problem, and I don't think he could necessarily get them reliably.
I agree with that.
I agree.
So where do you think that puts him, then? Do you think that puts him in low tier, or do you think that puts him in, like, potentially mid because he's got the potential to insta-win?
Yeah, but, like, I feel like there's a lot of, like, mind control. I feel like they both of Ladybug and Cat Noir have been taken over a lot. I don't know, but I feel like...
He is 100% less than Princess Fragrance, so that's just... Where he is now, I think, is the highest he could be.
Okay, so... yeah, do you think...
Is he better than Pixelator? Let's think about that. Is he better than Pixelator? Because I think he's better than the Bubbler.
Yeah.
He's at least better than...
If he threw a card at you and it said, go to my pocket dimension, idiot, like, what would happen?
I don't know if he has a pocket. He can mind control people. He can't make people do stuff that's impossible. He can't turn them into superheroes either. So I think the top he can be is where he is, and the bottom he can be is higher than Dark Cupid, because Dark Cupid can only, like, half mind control people. He can just make people upset.
Yeah.
So is he more powerful than Pixelator? More powerful than Bubbler? Yeah, because we basically have three spots I think he can be. Here, there, or there.
I kind of would say, like, the places would be switched, because I feel like Pixelator is more powerful than him.
Pixelator sends you his dimension. This guy can order you to kill yourself, and he'll do it. Because, like, if he hit assuming no plot armor, if he hits Ladybug Cat Noir with a card and goes, kill yourself now, or just says take off your Miraculous, they do it.
Yeah.
He has an easier win condition. I think he's higher than Pixelator.
I think so. I think he has the potential. He has the really high potential for an instant win. So yeah, that might put him above. But I don't think he's going to get that instant win very often because his projectiles are not that effective.
Yeah, he definitely is low in Princess Fragrance because Princess Fragrance is just the better version of his power.
I'm also noticing we're skewing a bit low. We might want to move Copycat up to high. I'm still thinking of that as well.
Possibly. I could see.
We'll see after more,
some
I guess.
potential. I think there's some potential for people to be moved around a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I feel weird putting him low because again, if he gets him, it's game over. But him, Again, I feel like that's so
mid,
unrealistic.
But after Princess Fragrance.
Yeah.
Put him at mid, but after Princess Fragrance. Right there. Yep.
That's, I think, right there we go. Okay.
I hate to be this guy, but if we get a couple more in high, we're nearing a Gaussian distribution. Put the nerd emoji on my face. Do it. Sorry, I need to not think like that. That'd be pretty awesome.
Next one, which actually is kind of one of my favorites. We got Roger Cop.
He's awesome.
So again, Roger, another projectile-based villain. He's kind of got mind control in the sense where he shoots you, you get little like handcuffs, and then he can like swing your hand, like he can kind of direct you to then like move around and do things. So
I order you to move around.
Yeah, basically, literally that's what he does. So I don't know if this is, it could be a win condition because if you just have like.
Why can't he?
Be a Miraculous. Yeah, that too. It's the same mind control power. So many of them have mind control.
That's what I meant. Yeah, like they're all
This
maybe
like,
mid control. Yeah,
it's
mid tier should be mind control.
It's like indirect mind control though. It's like he can move your arms around and stuff, but like you've still got kind of full control over your thoughts and everything, and it's kind of unwilling. But like if he got Ladybug and Cat Noir, theoretically, I think like he could just have them like stand still and he could just grab their Miraculous. So I think if he could land a hit, he might be able to win. But the problem is he can't land a hit because projectiles just don't work against Ladybug and Cat Noir when they don't want to. So.
What's the worst thing you can make your arms do?
Like you could, I don't know, punch yourself over and over, I guess. I don't know. Like
give your Miraculous to him.
Yeah, I guess he could just like lift your arms up. Like he could have Cat Noir just like take his own ring off, maybe. But yeah,
he's like pick up trash to somebody. So I feel like give me your Miraculous isn't that too?
Yeah, actually, he probably if they get caught, I think it's an instant. Just boom, drop your Miraculous, you're out of the fight, kind of thing. So
yeah.
That's pretty dangerous, but again, it's only all these guys are projectiles, and he's pretty big too. Like he's pretty big and tanky. Like he can take a lot of hits. He's pretty hefty. So Ladybug and Cat Noir can't just like throw him around and punch him and flip him over like they do some of the other guys. So I don't know. He's tougher to take down, but I think his biggest drawback is again just he only has projectiles, and Ladybug and Cat Noir are pretty good at dodging and reflecting those. So
yeah. That's a pretty good assessment.
I don't know. Where's that put him then, though? Does that put him
mid tier, the mind control tier?
That's the mind control tier.
Yeah.
Is he? Does he stay in mid? Or because do you think he'd make it into high, or again just because it's projectile based, it wouldn't really be? It's not effective, or is he as effective as it could be?
Worse than Fragrance because he has worse mind control than Fragrance.
Yeah. So I think definitely. I think above Simon Says. But yeah, so above Fragrance probably because it can't be countered. Do you think he's better than Lady Wi-Fi?
I guess that's fair.
Or do you think Lady Wi-Fi?
I think Lady Wi-Fi is better because just the fact she came a lot closer to winning.
I don't know if that matters as much though.
He's kind of dumb though.
She can teleport though. That is much better than his powers of not being able to teleport.
Roger
Cop, has a flying car.
I was just gonna say he does have a flying car. That is in his kit. So.
Oh, right.
He can do the old tactical clothesline T-pose.
Yeah, the clothesline T-pose was his signature move. So
But I guess he might actually do that in Wi-Fi.
Does that put him above? He does kind of have like a code of ethics. I don't think it really stops him from being effective, though.
He's a villain.
He's a villain, but like he's got a code of ethics where he only seems to be targeting people who are like breaking the law or even like very very minor ways. So I don't think it's like
But this isn't a fight against Cat Noir.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he wouldn't go around and just like enslave all of Paris. He wouldn't go around just like shooting everybody. So like he wouldn't amass an entire army in the same way that Princess Fragrance would. But I don't think because. Actually, well, Roger Cop does effectively stage a coup in Paris and secure the police force on his side, and they just listen to him because that's just how it goes. So he does get the mayor to turn over the authority of Paris to him. So,
but Princess Fragrance could do that if the gas, like mind control gas, everything. I think he's less powerful than Princess Fragrance.
Yeah, he actually might be. I think about it.
I think he's less powerful than Princess Fragrance. I think the question is he less powerful than Simon Says? I think he might be.
I think he's more powerful. Actually, his mind control is worse.
His mind control is worse. Yeah, it's less. It's not total mind control. It's less effective. He's got better projectiles, but his mind control is not quite the same. He's got a flying car though, but that's more so for transportation. It's not really useful in a fight as much, really. So
He definitely used it in the fight, though.
Well,
he does, but he uses it as a thing to walk on as he's doing a tactical clothesline.
He was trying to drive away. Yeah. Ladybug and Cat Noir pursued him. He wasn't. He didn't drive that into battle, kind of thing. But yeah, so.
Yeah, but the clotheslining was legit.
That was a pretty smart move.
Put that clip
of that one in.
Yeah, put the clip in.
Where'd you get those shoes? I could use a pair like that.
I guess he's got. He does have magnetic boots. I guess that factors into anything. He can stand on. He could walk on metal walls, I guess, if he wanted to. But I don't know how it's going to help him.
Airplanes.
But, yeah. So, yeah, I guess does he? Because again, his mind control's worse than Simon says, but his projectiles are better. He's tougher, like as a person.
I think Arthur's right. I think Copycat has to go to high.
You think so?
Unrelated. Yes, I do.
Okay, we can bump him up to high.
Whoa, yeah, we'll discuss that later, but that needs to be discussed.
Okay.
Does he go below Simon Says or above?
I don't.
Who would I want to fight more? I feel like Simon Says, how accurate was he with those card throws?
He's accurate when it's against like someone like Gabriel or Mr. Gorilla who's not really trying to fight back. I don't think he never lands a hit on Ladybug Cat Noir. I don't recall him really firing a lot of them. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to take him out. So
and Roger Kopp does bonk the shit out of them.
Yeah, like again, Roger's he's very physically imposing. Like he can't really be beaten in hand-to-hand combat. They have to drop him through the floor and put oven mitts on him to nullify him. So
I think he's exactly where he needs to be.
Probably. I think he's more, again, mind control not as powerful, but I think he's more physically imposing and harder to deal with than Simon. So yeah. Okay, we'll leave him there. Again, we can reconsider. But next one up is Gamer.
God damn.
The Gamer.
He can summon a mech and turn people into orbs and shit.
Yeah.
He's pretty up there.
He also has his own little pocket dimension.
Yeah, he can
He's also a gamer.
He can cheat. Remember?
He does, yes.
He has a vendetta against society. He is oppressed.
He is an oppressed minority. Does that factor into this at all?
With gamer representation and superhero
minority
media,
scaling.
Is he more powerful than Lady Wi-Fi?
Gamer? Well, because the problem with Gamer is that it also, yes, his lasers insta-atomize you and turns you into like fuel for his thing to power up, but at the same time, it also gives Ladybug and Cat Noir a mech suit as well, because that's just the rules of the game or something. So it's like it gives them the tools to defeat him. So I don't.
Didn't they get the mech suit by using the Miraculous though? Did they get it from his powers?
They got it from they beat his second stage or something, and then it drops a red orb, and then they collect it, and it gives them a mech suit.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget how dumb this show is in season 1.
So his powers. They're fair or balanced, quote unquote, where it allows the opponents to also get a mech suit, and you have to collect XP points to level up Gamer's mech suit. So he's got some limitations to him, but again, the insta kill lasers are pretty, that's pretty immediate threat. It can be cataclysmed though. Both the mech suits, Cat Noir does eventually cataclysm one of the mech suits, and it's just pretty effective at taking it down because obviously it's a big object. Why not just blow it up? So. I think that Cat Noir has a pretty good counter to him. If we're going by later seasons, Ladybug could manifest some things that would easily combat a giant mech suit. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, potentially down the line. But I don't. In season 1, she's more limited, so she can't quite manifest anything that deadly. But I don't know. I think Cat Noir's got a pretty good win condition. I think the Gamer's own powers give him a kind of a handicap in a lot of ways. So he's still really threatening, though. I don't know if I want to put him in low tier, but he's just got so many weaknesses and counters.
Do you think he's more? Where in mid tier would he go? Would he go there or between Roger Kopp and Simon? I think he's more dangerous than Simon, just the amount of carnage he creates. He creates a lot of carnage.
Reflected on pretty poorly in the media.
That's what gives him his rage, gamer rage. But Simon's reign of terror is limited to the TV studio, and this guy gets a mech suit and then just starts rampaging, and it takes I'll be honest, it takes plot armor to take him down because like they knock him out, right? And then he goes.
Imagine if they suck at the game.
Comes back.
They just happen to know how to play the game.
Oh, you're right. You're so right.
If they didn't know how to play the game.
Yeah, Marinette's OP at that game.
She is the best player. She beats Max and Adrian. So
exactly. She's the best.
I think that because he also loses because Ladybug spray paints his windshield and he goes, huh? And then he opens it up to like get punched in the face like a dumbass. So it's like that he lost just because he's like, I'm going to open the hatch to my mech suit. Even though that's clearly what they're trying to get me to do. I'm going to fall for it. I'm going to take the bait. So if he was a little bit smarter, I think he could have easily won. So, because yeah, his mech suit I think was at least on par, if not better than theirs. So I think he's a pretty good threat. I don't know. Yeah, is he more of a threat than Roger Cop then, or Princess Fragrance?
Is he better than Mind Control?
Yeah, I guess it's definitely a different power set, so it's kind of harder to compare. But I think
is he in Mind Control tier?
I don't think I put him in high tier just because of all the counters and like weaknesses he's got. I think I'd probably put him above Roger Cop though, right? Or would you? What do you think?
I would put him above Roger Cop.
Just
based on the amount of destruction he creates.
What about Princess Fragrance? Because again, Princess Fragrance has like mass mind control, and if you're not quick, it's over. But I don't know, gamer again, mech suit pretty powerful.
Fragrance might be higher than we have her, to be honest.
I feel like the mech suit might actually be pretty low power. Like individually, he's pretty powerful, but without any mind control, I almost want to put him in low.
Maybe just because again, Cat Noir's Cataclysm is like it can just immediately destroy a mech suit at any one of his tiers. He used it on like tier 2 mech suit, but then he blows up a bus and becomes tier 3, and it like regenerates the mech or something. So it's
that's true.
I don't think. Again, I it's really hard because it's a good power, but it's got so many handicaps to it. It's
yeah, but he's more powerful than Roger Cop, right? Like he rampages through this. I guess it's not really power; that's just how much destruction he causes.
Yeah, I don't think like how much destruction they cause in the show is a great metric because
he does have an insta-kill beam too. Like again, they don't get hit by it, but it's a beam like you cannot deflect. I don't think they deflect his beams because it's like a massive like ray. So I remember Cat Noir dodges a bunch of them. I don't think they ever deflect one though. So I think that's a pretty good. Again, like with that, remove some plot armor, and that might be kind of impossible to dodge or like impossible to overcome. But I don't know. I don't feel confident putting him super high, but I also feel like he's more powerful than low tier. I don't know. I'm torn.
He's more powerful than Pixelator.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, I don't know. What do you guys think?
He's more powerful than Pixelator. I think he just goes right above Pixelator.
So you think he's in low tier? You think he goes that low? So
I still think he's in low tier. He doesn't have mind control. He's just not as powerful as they are.
Mind control is a really powerful ability, to be fair. So yeah.
It is. I think we may be underrating mind control, or yeah, it's hard to say. But I feel like mid tier is pretty full. Also, I think that kind of pushes him down.
I'd be willing to put him into low tier. I think like top of low, but
I'd also be willing to put him top of low.
It doesn't feel great, but that might be true.
The thing is, who's more dangerous, him or Roger Cop?
I still think Roger Cop's really powerful. He just is obviously just dodge a projectile, but
yeah, I think his biggest weakness he's got projectiles. But they can't physically beat him. Like Roger Cop is super tanky.
And Gamer's biggest weakness, he's limited to the rules of this game.
Yeah, so he's got built-in handicaps for some reason. So
yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Top of low tier Gamer. Okay. He's also a fucking nerd.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if we're gonna leave that there, then we got Philip's favorite. We got Animan, the Panther dude.
I hate this guy. I hate the Panther guy.
He's
dude. So stupid. Panther guy, honestly, I would put in Mr. Pigeon tier. He is so bad. He is just a panther.
But
he's literally just a panther.
But he becomes a T-Rex. He can become
T-Rex. He can transform. I forgot about that.
He becomes like a little bug. He becomes a T-Rex. He becomes a bear. He can change around. So
that's not a terrible power, actually.
He can fly. That's better than Mr. Pigeon.
He can become a bird.
He is definitely he can fly, and he does fly. He flies as a bug, at least in that episode. So they catch him in a shoebox, and he turns into a T-Rex. They go,
I guess the biggest weakness is he does like kind of he can wear himself out easily by transforming too much.
Yeah, he has an inbuilt weakness. I think I wouldn't put him Mr. Pigeon tier then. I think he's probably better than Dark Cupid, because Dark Cupid can make people angry and fly. This guy can make people angry by just being a fucking T-Rex. That makes me kind of angry. The episode made me kind of angry.
Yeah, me too.
What do you think is more effective then? Like the bubbles that can send you up and like drop you from space, or the like being able to turn into a T-Rex or any animal you want?
Being able to turn into a T-Rex, I think is
so above bubbler.
I think it's more effective. Yeah.
Probably not as good as Pocket Dimension though, right? I think Pocket Dimension.
Not as good as Pocket Dimension.
I think there's about good.
Okay.
Because the bubbles, he didn't actually drop that many people either, and it's just like, well, against Late by Cat Noir, they could just be like Cataclysmic. They basically don't take fall damage at all.
Yeah.
Because they're like, wow, it hooked onto nothing. It was out of frame, and like got saved Cat Noir. But this is like, well, a T-Rex trapped in a bus, and he tries to Cataclysm the switch. That's fun. I think that's. He is my least favorite out of all the villains. I really don't like that guy.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we'll leave him there. That seems reasonable. Unless there's any objections. But the next one we have up here is Darkblade, Edgy Boy. The guy got like 2% of the vote for the mayor of Paris.
Yeah, no, that dude has the ability to plant a flag and then declare all of Paris his knights.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he
crazy.
did not do that because he's dumb, but we're going to ignore that because that goes under plot armor.
No, he tried to. And it slowly closed in.
At the end. He waited till the end.
I think he had to put it at the top of, I don't know.
The City Hall, right?
But so he marched on City Hall with his army and took him a minute. But
he should have gotten scumatized and then just walked over there, not done shit. Don't antagonize like, oh wow, dude in the suit armor. Then use like whatever shit he had to like just plant his flag there, and then take over the entire city. You're done for. You find the people that hold the Miraculous and ask them to give it to you before they even know there's a villain. He just didn't do it because he's dumb. But we're gonna ignore that.
We have to ask Palantir to give us all the tracking data to figure out who has the Miraculous.
Yeah, because once they turn into knights, they're kind of all just generic knights. So I'm assuming he could like de-transform a knight, right? And then I don't know. Actually, I don't know how that would work.
I don't know. If you can't,
I don't know. But that counts as a win, though. Like if he turns Ladybug Cat Noir into loyal knights, that counts. It doesn't. Hawkmoth wouldn't be happy, but I don't. Who cares about what he thinks? So I don't know. I think that'd be a win condition if you just enslave all of Paris. So yeah.
Well,
if you get how many people live in Paris? Like millions. You raise an army.
Yeah. It's like better. Is it on par with Mind Control? Is it better than Princess Fragrance?
I think it's really, really similar to Princess Fragrance.
It's similar, but it's like you can't avoid it. Like he plants the flag, and then like a circle, like the Fortnite storm closes in and just like enslaves everybody.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
You can't do the closer trick.
You can't avoid it. There's nothing to avoid it. It's game over. He's a pretty good swordsman. Like he goes toe to toe with Cat Noir. The entire episode is basically him just sword fighting Cat Noir while Marinette sorts out like school politics. So it's. Like,
I think he's high tier. I'm gonna go and say I think he's high tier. He
actually might be high tier. Like
out of the mind control, his mind control is the most powerful because after him it's Princess Fragrance. But Princess Fragrance, you just put a clothespin on your nose. This guy summons the Fortnite storm.
Yeah.
I think like you're saying.
Also, he also was able to knight a car into a trebuchet.
Oh, he could. He can create.
Yeah, he was able to.
He does so awesome. Weapons. He could create siege weapons out of just random shit he finds lying around. I would say he's cataclysmic, but he's up there. I would say he's higher than Stormy Weather.
I think as a medieval knight, he's also like Roger Cop, pretty tanky, right? He'd be hard to defeat in hand-to-hand combat.
He's tanky. He's a really good swordsman.
Absolutely,
he's dangerous on his own. But then he's also got an army of knights following him as well. So it's really easy for him to amass a pretty deadly army pretty quickly. So
he knighted a car.
He did. Very play the clip of him knighting a car.
There's only so many clips we're gonna be playing.
Wow, that was such a cool clip.
Wow, look at that! Look at that car. That car really did become a trebuchet.
Comment below if you want to be knighted.
See, I think high again. The only way I could be convinced to put him in Cataclysmic is if we establish his powers could extend beyond like just Paris, and if he could like plant a flag and claim the planet or something like that. I think that might be Cataclysmic, but I don't. It seems like he can only conquer Paris, like maybe one city at a time. I don't know, but I'm assuming if he could do the whole planet, he would. So
the fact that he creates the Fortnite storm, though, like some kind of like, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, like some kind of like physical component of the universe that closes in upon you.
Yeah.
I don't want to put him in Cataclysmic either, but he's high, definitely.
I think it's pretty good. Again, it's
powerful.
Like you were saying, Philip, if he could just spawn in and like go plant the flag without anybody noticing, or like just do it before Ladybug Cat and or even realize what was going on, it's already over. So I think that if he just played it a little bit smart, and if he got a little bit lucky and not getting detected super early on, I think that he can just kind of waltz right in, plant the flag, and it's GG at that point. So
yeah, like he just walk over there. Just like, what are they gonna do? Like, there's a guy in a suit of armor. You gonna bait him up for what? It's just he walks in the city hall, the old flag, boom. Everyone in Paris is his. He has amassed an army of like a couple million people in 30 seconds.
Yeah, so I think that's high tier, because even without the whole army, he almost beat Ladybug and Cat Noir just like through sheer numbers of knights and things. So I think even without the planting the flag aspect, I think that's still a pretty close fight. So I think definitely a high tier. It's gonna be hard.
He also mind controlled Hawkmoth. Remember?
Technically, technically he would have gotten included in that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Yeah.
All right, cool.
It is pretty impressive.
Well, we'll run with that then. I think that any objections to the top of high tier so far?
Nope. I think he might be Cataclysmic, but I think we're okay right now where he is.
Yeah, I think there maybe he is next in line to be moved to Cataclysmic when we do the shifting around.
I think it really depends on if he could conquer more than just Paris. If he could extend the range of that ability, I think if he could take over all of France or the country or something, or the world, then if there's no limit on how far he can control, definitely Cataclysmic. But yeah,
we'll have to check the wiki and stuff. We'll get our first pass done, and then we'll do the do the arguments between some of these.
Next one up is Pharoah.
I think that's Cataclysmic. He summoned the Egyptian gods.
Isn't he like actually?
Egyptian gods are real. Like, God is real. Anubis is real. Ra is real. That was like cosmic horror, if you really think about it.
Yeah, it was.
He was actually about to sacrifice Alia to the sky god, who is real. There's the sky god that wants human sacrifice.
So I'd say pretty much up to. So the only thing is, I know he can allegedly resurrect Nefertiti. I don't know what that would have done if he did it, but he was going to bring back Nefertiti. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the high end of his powers are, because he seems to be incredibly powerful. He's got several different modes. He can fly. He's got super strength. He's got like kind of a normal mode. He can turn people into mummies to like mind control them. So you got the mind control element as well. So I think at least high tier. The problem is I don't know the cap of his powers. I don't know if he could. He might be Cataclysmic, but I'm not 100% confident.
He wasn't really that.
Somehow he just like made Egyptian gods real just because of his power. Actually, they already were real. He just
that just confirmed that they were real.
Yeah, he's able to summon ancient gods.
That's got to be Cataclysmic. Come on.
I love the line from Hawkmoth where he goes, "I'm giving you the power to commune with the ancient god."
It's like, what?
Yeah, why did you do this earlier, man?
Play the clip. Yeah, I think
play the clip.
I think
Jarvis, play the clip.
Jarvis, play the clip.
I am Hawkmoth. I have endowed you with the magical power of the ancient gods.
His power is like cosmic horror, but when you think about like how close he actually is to like, I guess what's his win condition? Bringing back Nefertiti or taking Cat Noir's Miraculous? Because he failed pretty hard at that.
I think Nefertiti could take back the Miraculous pretty easily.
Who is Nefertiti?
What makes you say that? Like she's just a person.
She's just a person. She was the wife of a pharaoh in ancient Egypt.
Yeah, but he's dead.
So is Nefertiti.
Like you bring her back and she's just like a widow. Cool.
Womp womp.
Yeah, so the thing is, I know he's got immense powers.
I guess you're right. I'm equating him making the gods real as it being able to summon them, but I don't think that necessarily is true.
He's got the power of some of them, but he can't
real the whole time.
Yeah, he can't like call upon the Egyptian gods to like destroy the planet. I don't think. At least, again, I don't know. We don't know the cap of his powers. We don't know the ceiling.
We don't know the ceiling. We only know that I don't know, man. I think he's more powerful than Stormy Weather just by.
Yeah.
We'll roll. I think if you roll the dice and say like, okay, we know how powerful he is in the episode, but dude is communing with like cosmic, like he's communing with God.
Yeah.
He's trying to say it's really up to God at that point, really, how much power he has. And I don't know if we lowly mortals can make that kind of determination. I'd put him a high tier right after after the night.
Yeah, so I think above Stormy definitely. I think he's got a lot going on for him. So
in communing with the gods, do we think that he can like control the weather also? Because that would make him more powerful for sure.
Like again, maybe we just don't know. Maybe
we just don't know. That's the problem.
I'm okay with that spot.
I'll check the wiki later on and see if it's mentioned anywhere, like in other media. That's like, oh yeah, he also could just delete reality.
Oops.
Yeah, so maybe he's got some hidden powers that show up in like some expanded universe type stuff later. But as far as we know from season 1, he seems pretty powerful, but not like world-ending powerful. But
I'm starting to think Chloe might be stronger than Mr. Pigeon too.
You think?
I don't know. Like.
With all the problems, she's more of a detriment to Ladybug and Cat Noir than Mr. Pigeon.
Absolutely.
I think you're right. Flip him. Chloe's above Mr. Pigeon.
There we go.
Wait till the end to move people around. Come on.
All right. Well,
at the end of this, who do Ladybug and Cat Noir resent more for like fucking with them? It's not Mr. Pigeon.
No, I don't think so.
Chloe causes problems without the influence of Hawkmoth. So. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave that there. I think it's pretty confident. How about Timebreaker?
I think that's got to be Cataclysmic.
It might be.
Time travel is real. She only loses because of stupid. She's Cataclysmic.
Again,
I agree.
If she touches
time travel is crazy.
Time travel, if she touches you, you're dead. Like not even like a projectile. A hand gets on you, you're dead instantly. Like
if it touches you, you fade out of reality.
Erased from existence. She goes back in time. Yeah, that probably is. Probably not as is that as or more or less cataclysmic than being able to create and erase anything from reality?
I think time travel is probably the most cataclysmic thing that can exist in this universe.
Wait, hold up. Could Evillustrator draw a time machine?
Do you exactly. He can just draw a time machine now.
I think he could. I think he could. I don't know. I don't know if he could draw a time machine.
But like, and what's more dangerous, being able to go back in time, or just like spawning a sun that like envelops the Earth? What's more dangerous?
He could wait. No, he wouldn't necessarily have to draw a time machine. He could give himself a gem that would give him Timebreaker's powers.
True.
Which would be good enough. So
or he could turn the entire
Timebreaker.
He could draw the entire world again, but in the 1800s.
He could draw the entire world again, find the Hawkmoth of 1812, get the gem, and give himself the power to go back in time.
Exactly.
See, I think because again, Timebreaker at least does. She's got to touch people, and she has to build up the power to travel back. So I think that Evillustrator is more of an immediate threat, where he's already at max power. He's always operating 100%. You theoretically can't stop him. Timebreaker could theoretically be stopped, and she does have to she's got to ramp. She's got to ramp up her powers to get to an unstoppable point. She did get stopped by a traffic cone, but don't worry about it.
Yeah. Ladybug. It's all Ladybug's fault.
So, okay, maybe I think bottom of Cataclysmic, because I still think Evillustrator's more of an immediate and constant threat, and he poses an existential threat to reality. I think. Well, Timebreaker. Again, time travel is not to be underrated.
Does as well.
But, yeah. So
also, did Timebreaker's shenanigans resulted in at least one Marinette being obliterated?
Technically, yes. Depending on what time travel rules we're going off of, one universe was theoretically deleted from existence. So. Or she spawned a second universe that runs parallel to the main universe. So either way, she created or destroyed an entire universe.
Oops.
Actually, yeah, maybe she is cataclysmic now that I think about it. But.
Time travel's bad. Dude.
Okay,
time travel is bad.
Depending on the rules.
Because he has the ability to create anything, and he could create her powers in like a gem, Like, this gem gives me the power to go back in time, and by Miraculous rules, that would just work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he still stays, but those two are definitely Cataclysmic.
All right, well, second one in Cataclysmic tier. There we go. This next one's kind of weird. So we got Horrificator, who is
I forgot about that one.
They shoot goop, and the goop like kind of turns into cement, and it hardens. So like,
goop,
and it's not like a project.
Good episode, though. Good episode.
It's interesting. It's got a vibe to it, which I can appreciate.
They go to the reactor room.
Yeah, the nuclear reactor room in the basement.
They do that.
Yeah, they do.
The Chernobyl reactor underneath the school.
So what do you think of Horrificator? Obviously, it's a projectile still that can, because I think Ladybug does deflect it at one point with her yo-yo, but it's harder to dodge or deflect than just a regular bullet kind of thing. So it's a more deadly projectile. If she hits you with it, you do get stuck. You can't free yourself. You need someone else to help you get unstuck. I don't know. What do you think? Where does this rank in terms of powers?
Are pretty rough. Her episode is pretty good because it has like that kind of horror vibe to it, where they just get picked off one by one.
Mm-hmm.
But like when they actually do confront Ladybug and Cat Noir, they get it done pretty easy. I'll be honest.
Yeah, like I think she doesn't ever seem like that big of a threat. She gets trapped in a cage pretty easily, and then she can't really free herself. So I think that she's not that imposing. I think she has potential. She's definitely got a win condition. I don't think she's that dangerous though.
Definitely has a win condition, which just frees them.
Do you think above? Probably low tier. Are we agreeing? Or any disagreements on low tier or?
Nope.
I'd put it in low tier, but I'd put it above the bubbler.
Above bubbler, below Animan, or above Animan? Do you think? Like, what's more dangerous, a shapeshifter or someone who shoots like cement at you, basically?
I think shapeshifter's more. That's some damn above Animan. Above Animan. That's some damn fine cement.
I think it's.
I think it'd be before, honestly, because he can shape into anything really. So it's kind of just like he could be super fast.
I guess could he turn into that creature?
Yeah, like that's the thing. He could probably just shape into anything.
He can turn into a dinosaur. Well, it's a dinosaur. Well, Horrificator is an animal technically, so maybe.
Well, yeah, but I don't think Horrificator existed. Whose episode came first? He wouldn't know about Horrificator.
Horrificator came after, true. So
true, yeah, he wouldn't be able to turn into that because he wouldn't know about it.
Okay, so
Animan is his character that the Panther guy is not smart enough to come up with new creatures. I'm very biased against him. I don't like him.
Fair enough. We've all got our villain we hate the most.
We know you love Bubbler. We know you love him.
Do you know his design? Like he looks awful. He sounds awful. His powers, everything about that episode's awful. Anyway,
hey, as a professional designer, I say it's so
episode 1 on
too.
Netflix for a reason, Veery.
Yeah, they want to get the worst done. They want to dissuade you from watching the show. They're like, okay, here's the word. If you can make it past Bubbler, then you'll enjoy the rest of the show. But
you're probably right.
So anyway, so again, I don't know. I'm torn because I feel like a shapeshifter is a pretty versatile ability, but I think Horrificator's got a much more like, if you can land a solid shot as Horrificator, it's GG. So
yeah,
I don't
know. Who came
know.
closer to winning?
Horrificator did get both Ladybug and Cat Noir stuck at one point, but just didn't finish them off because she was too preoccupied, I think, with Ivan or stealing somebody else away. So she doesn't have a good. She doesn't stay focused. She's not locked in.
Well, that's the only way that they lose, because like the thing is, Ladybug and Cat Noir have to win all of these. That's just how it goes.
Well, yeah, they have to. So like again, Horrificator, and luckily Cat Noir just happened to have his staff free, so he could break them out. So it just was very lucky that they were in a position where they could free themselves. So honestly, if unless things really play out with like plot armor in their favor, I think Horrificator actually might be like a lot more threatening than the show portrays her. So I'd say probably above Animan. Horrificator theoretically should have won. So I'd say above Animan. I don't know about Pixelator. I still think a Pocket Dimension is pretty powerful. I think Gamer's giant mechs are probably more of a problem. So I think I'm good with this spot, but I don't know. What does anyone else think?
Feels more comfortable right there, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, we'll leave her there. Maybe we can revisit, but we can leave it there for now. How about this other one? So this other one's gonna be interesting. I don't know how we're gonna play the rules of this, but we got Puppeteer.
Oh, Puppeteer was real.
the problem with Puppeteer is there has to be an existing puppet for her to use to make you into like a mind-controlled slave, essentially. So
you're right.
She's limited to the puppets that exist. I don't know what our rule set. Are we going to say just the ones that exist in the episode? Like, so just what, like
Ladybug Cat Noir, Lady Wi-Fi. Oh yeah.
Roger Copy, Evillustrator. So like, are those the only dolls that she has access to? Because if so, that's pretty limited. It would depend on if she starts with them or not. Because if she starts with them, it's game over. If she doesn't, all Ladybug and Cat Noir have to do is play, like, keep away, just make sure she doesn't get the dolls. So, but if she does get the dolls, then it's immediate game over. So it is a tough one, I think. But
yeah,
that is a tough one. That's a tricky one.
Because it really depends on, I think. Well, think about it. So if she doesn't start with any of the dolls, like, so if I assume she doesn't. Let's say she doesn't start with the dolls because it'd be kind of overpowered if she does. So she starts with 0 dolls. And how does she get any of them in order to... Because she just happens to have the Lady Wi-Fi one at the time, which gives her an edge. But I don't think that if she doesn't have any dolls to begin with, I don't know if she can easily get any to then amass her, like, supervillain team. So, I don't know. I'm not super... It really might depend on the rule, what we establish here. What do you think? So she starts with 0? Or do you think she should start with the villain dolls where she gets at least... Evillustrator, Lady Wi-Fi, Roger Cup, and then she's got.
I think you got to go with what's in the episode. She's got to go with what's in the episode.
I think like inherently the power by itself isn't very good, right?
Yeah, well, it's entirely limited
she does
to
have 3 dolls.
So
yeah.
If you get one of those Barbie girlies, though, if you're in her house, you get akumatized. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know. So if she, because does it have to be? Because it only works on Marinette's dolls, but could it be any doll? Like, could she grab any Ladybug or Cat Noir doll, like, just sold in stores off the shelf and do that? Or does it have to be these kind of, like, ones made by Marinette specifically?
I'm checking the wiki.
Because if it could just be any... What was that, Carly?
Maybe it has to be directly because it corresponds with the person itself.
Like, it might be like a voodoo doll type situation where it has to be specifically made, but if it can be just any store-bought toy or doll, then she could just walk into a store, grab Ladybug, Cat Noir, boom, game over. So I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
Okay, so on the wiki, there is a description of each of their powers. Puppeteer can control dolls and by extension the people they look like. If in possession of a doll depicting an akumatized villain, then she can transform that person back to their previous akumatized form. So you have to have a doll of someone who's previously been akumatized, according to the wiki.
So
that's pretty bad. That's not great power-wise.
But it doesn't have to be
really close.
It doesn't have to be Marinette's like dolls though. So
no,
again, she could walk into a store, and if they sell these kinds of dolls, like if I'm assuming stores and theaters would sell Ladybug Cat Noir merchandise. Like, could she not just find a Ladybug Cat Noir doll, magic them up, and then just win?
Oh, you're right. They do sell Ladybug Cat Noir merchandise because they have movies about them.
That's actually kind of crazy because she could just have like 15 Ladybugs and Cat Noirs. Like, how does she actually lose?
Well, because it just directly mind controls. Like, if she gets the doll, like she gets the Cat Noir doll, then the actual Cat Noir just he's under her control. So it's like if she can get one of each doll, she wins. So I think the thing is, I think that her powers on her own is pretty bad. But if she has any access to a Ladybug Cat Noir doll that doesn't involve fighting Ladybug and Cat Noir to get to it, then I think it's over.
I think in this universe and in our universe, it's not that hard to get a doll.
So do you think she could get to a Ladybug and Cat Noir doll without being detected and convert them like before realizing what's going on? Because I think she probably could.
Yeah.
But then, probably could. Yeah, where does that put her then? Because
but was it mind control or did she just control their actions?
No, like full mind. Like she acts through them. Like when she controls Lady Wi-Fi, like when she says something, it's like you're essentially puppeteering them. Like whatever she says, they say. They follow her actions or her commands. So it's like, it's kind of both. It's kind of like mind control, but she also can act through them, like use them as like an avatar for herself. Kind of.
Yeah, I totally forgot that one.
Yeah, it's crazy powerful, and it's got to be better than Lady Wi-Fi because she have Lady Wi-Fi.
She does, but again, like it depends on what we're establishing. Like, for our rule set, does she start with Lady Wi-Fi because that's what she got in the episode, or does she start with nothing? She spawns like in one half of Paris, and Ladybug Cat Noir are on the other half, and are they aware of her? Or are they not aware of her? I think it really depends on if they're aware of her from the start and if they know what they need to do. And I think it really would depend on how you set the battle up would determine how effective she is. Because on her own, she's really weak. If she has access to the dolls, she's incredibly powerful. So it really depends.
Yeah.
I think let's say they're in Paris. Like she has access to Ladybug and Cat Noir dolls. So I think we should go with
I think that's pretty set because both our universe and their universe is pretty easy to get.
So then do Ladybug and Cat Noir know that she's been akumatized and that she's after just any Cat Noir or Ladybug dolls?
Why would they?
If she was smart, she wouldn't. She'd just be akumatized and then go and buy the dolls from a store and then go back home and then perform the ritual.
She could, because she is a child, so her IQ and her battle IQ is kind of limited, but I think any child could be like, oh, I'm just going to go get a Ladybug Cat Noir doll. Just walk into any store and just grab them.
Right.
You were a child. Your battle IQ is limited. Hits you with a bonk. Give cookie.
I kind of think she is like only not cataclysmic because she can't
it's not world
necessarily get dolls. Cataclysm could be. I guess copycat. Okay, that's fair.
I guess because she could theoretically get an Evillustrator doll if she made one or had someone make one for her. So she
doesn't she have an Evillustrator job? She has
she does. She has access to Evillustrator in the episode.
Cataclysmic.
And how accurate does it have to look to the person? Like, could she just like quickly make something really fast that's like vaguely similar?
Yeah, I guess. Could she make her own dolls just like out of whatever and be like, this is a Cat Noir doll because I say it is?
Yeah, like, can she just draw a picture of someone and then just like, tape it to sew it to a, I don't know, pillow or something, and that's just a doll of a person? Like, I don't know.
I started at Pigeon tier, and how did we get here? What's going on?
You know what?
Maybe we should compromise at mid.
we talked about it. We've hyped
No, it's good. Yeah.
It really depends on the opening play.
In that episode.
It depends on the opening play entirely. Well, would she be below Evillustrator? Because again, Evillustrator is already at 100% capacity. Like, he's fully powered up, doesn't get any more from the get-go. She has to do stuff to get to that cataclysmic point. So do you think that she'd be below? Would she be below below Timebreaker? Do you think, or above? Because they both kind of have to ramp up.
She does not have time travel powers, which is.
I think that's probably fair, actually, right there.
We're gonna assume there's no Timebreaker doll.
Well, okay, but if she got Ladybug, who's Marinette, then Marinette. If she got someone who could make her more dolls, she could theoretically make dolls of anybody she wanted, and then
I think she has downsides.
This is insane. I think she
has more downsides than they do.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it at Cataclysmic because again, I think she's really weak to start out with, but once she gets like her first doll, she ramps really fast. So
she could get a doll of any of the people that are on the screen right now.
She could, She could have someone make them all. So
Yeah.
She could have a doll of Viri right now.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Green dolls now available online.
Wait. No.
We're actually more powerful than any of these people because we can just turn off Miraculous. They're stuck in there.
Their world is at our mercy.
They're stuck in there.
Anyway, okay, well, it sounds crazy, but she somehow managed to make it to Cataclysmic tier. So,
no.
Yes. All right.
Not crazy.
Next one we got on our list is the Mime.
He's pretty good, actually. He cut the Eiffel Tower.
He did cut the Eiffel Tower in half with his sword.
Wait,
so.
In the movie, he shoots a gun.
That was legit. Wait, why isn't he like, why can't he mime a moon, you know?
He doesn't mime grenades also?
In the movie, he mimes a thermonuclear device, but we're going to assume that our guy also could do that. He just doesn't in the show.
Because like Arthur said, he does mime a grenade. He throws an explosive at Ladybug Cat Noir. We don't see what it is, obviously, but he throws some kind of explosive. So he can manifest explosives. He can manifest a sword that can cut literally anything. He can make invisible walls and boxes, things like that. So I think that again, we don't know the cap of his powers. Like could he make a doomsday device just out of thin air? But again, potentially, I don't know.
I mean, then is he the same as the Illustrator guy or whatever he was?
Like he might be, but then I think he can only mime one object at a time, is what it is. So he can only he's limited in that. Where Evillustrator could just spam them, but Mime can only focus on one thing. So what do you think? Because
that put him in high tier, I think.
I'm thinking high tier.
At least high tier, right? Because he can make any.
But he has
I think he's more powerful than Stormy Weather.
Probably. More power than Pharoah, do you think? Or
I don't know. He doesn't.
No,
have
Pharoah, I think, is crazy. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, I don't think he beats Pharoah.
I think he's right there.
Okay, yeah, that seems good because he's pretty powerful, but again, he's got the cap of the one item that he can focus on at a time, and we don't know the limit, but I don't think he can just make any like instant win thing. If he makes a nuke, again, if he kills himself, I don't know if that counts as a win too. Like, he just like, I think if you just blow up everything, that's like a draw.
Wait, could he make a nuke with a remote detonator and then just walk
away?
No, well, maybe not walk away.
See, but a nuke and a remote detonator, those are two different objects, so you can't.
Okay, what about a nuke with like a 24-hour time delay on it?
He could.
It's also completely
why not?
invisible, so he just puts it in the reactor room. Unless someone bumps into the invisible box, he's gonna be okay.
He can also just mime taking Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous. Like,
wait, could he?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why doesn't he just do that?
I'm checking the wiki.
Yeah, can you just
check the wiki on that one.
Because he doesn't have the force.
Mimes can be manifested as a solid but invisible construct, allowing him to create invisible weapons, walls, and even vehicles. However, he can only mime one object at a time.
Wait, or do they have to be inanimate things, or can they be animate things?
I think everything's inanimate. It's all objects, so no animate objects.
You cannot create. You could not mime Evillustrator.
Damn it!
This tier list is just can you make Evillustrator?
Exactly.
Wait, could he mime Evillustrator's pen?
Like, oh my god! I love Evillustrator's episode 2.
Yeah,
he's the most powerful fucking guy I think we've ever seen, and he loses.
Yeah, they learned after episode 2 that they shouldn't make anybody that powerful.
He traps Cat Noir in the cube. Get put in the cube. Anyway,
I think he's good there. Actually,
in the right spot. Yep.
Yeah,
I think so because I don't know what the cap is, but I don't think it goes too crazy. But it's pretty. Again, having instantly spawning invisible objects that can be anything you want is pretty not to be overlooked. So yeah. Okay, that's fair. How about next up we have
the question of like, okay, then you got. I have one question, which is Princess Fragrance, who can mind control people.
Yes.
Is being able to spawn invisible objects better than being able to mind control the entire city? I want to hear this. I'm curious.
Like that's where it gets tough because again, you get a lot of civilians in there, which like having an army of civilians is very useful. Not gonna lie, but Ladybug and Cat Noir can kind of easily beat any normal people. But again, I think the main thing bringing down Princess Fragrance is how easily she can be nullified.
I forgot. You just put the clothespin on.
So I think that if you couldn't nullify, like if it was inhaled, like if you could just breathe it in and it gets you, then I think it would totally. She might be like possibly cataclysmic just because she could mind control the planet at that point. But I think just because Ladybug Cat Noir is such an easy way to beat her, I don't feel comfortable putting her too much higher. But
that's why like the knight is high, like higher than.
That's why the knight is higher than the mime. Yep.
Yeah.
All
okay,
right.
That's fair.
We good.
Okay, next up we have it's a kind of a little bit of a duel. We have Guitar Villain and his dragon Fang. So
they got
the whole dragon
absolutely
in there.
Cataclysmic, just because he's my personal goat.
I mean, he is the goat. Don't get me wrong.
That's why he's the goat.
That's what I talk about. That's why he's the MVP. But because he's got his guitar that can send out sound waves that blow people back. You hit him against walls repeatedly like Cat Noir does. So. Pretty a good like repulsor weapon thing. You can't reflect that one, so that's you can't really. It's a lot harder to dodge. You got a dragon that breathes fire, so he's not. He's good. I don't think he's like instant win condition good. So I don't know if I'd put him in high. Well, because Stormy Weather's in high tier, and she's on instant win. Mime's on instant win. So it's like, do you think he makes it into high tier? Or do you think he stays somewhere in mid tier?
I don't know. I think he's kind of. I mean, he play the clip of him beating up Cat Noir.
Yeah, but Cat Noir recovers that pretty well. Like Cat Noir has no lasting injuries from that whole ordeal, so that might just be a testament to how powerful Ladybug Cat Noir are. But pushing them back with his little guitar is pretty good at like stun locking them, but it doesn't seem to be like a good way to take them out for good.
He just wanted to kill XY. I don't think he gave a shit about the Miraculous. He wanted to kill that little punk.
He got pretty close too. He almost did it.
He dropped him off the edge, right? Or almost dropped him off
He did drop
edge.
him, and I think Ladybug jumped off and saved him, unfortunately.
Bastard. I wish you... never mind. No.
Fair enough. But I don't know. I think
it's pretty bad, honestly.
I don't think it's high tier because again, the dragon it's good, but you can dodge the fire. They pretty handily turn the dragon against him. His guitar is not that powerful.
I think he's. Do you think he's more or less powerful than Gamer?
Ooh, I feel like Gamer's more of a threat, honestly. Right?
I think Gamer's more of a threat too. I think Pocket Dimension guy is also more of a threat.
See, you think he's more of a threat than Horrificator, though, right? Or does the cement that Horrificator throws out, is that more powerful theoretically?
I think he's more powerful than Horrificator because he has a flying dragon.
I think the dragon carries a lot. Yeah. So that helps.
Because he's really good at locking people, stun locking people, just like Horrificator. But he's got a dragon too.
Okay,
he's right there.
The dragon helps. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot because I don't think Pocket Dimension. I don't think he outbeats that, and I think he's better than Horrificator. He's definitely better than Animan because of the dragon. So I think that he's at least comfortably above that level. So I think this is probably good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. We all content on that? Okay, well, I got this next one here. I'm not good. I know where it's going. It's probably just going right here, but let me know if anyone has any objections.
It's going right there.
No objection. Moving on.
I need another tier under Mr. Pigeon, which is
no discussion needed.
Yeah, because
I turned them into me's. Now I can't get their Miraculous.
Wait a sec. Now what? I didn't think I'd get that far. The worst possible villain.
Her best case scenario is she gets Ladybug and Cat Noir to turn to her, and then it's just a 2v1, and she's not better at fighting than them. So it's even if she wins, she still doesn't really win. So
no,
I think
all she can do is change the way people looking to her, and that's it. She can also fly. She jumps really high at one point at least.
She does. She's still got super strength and all that, but again, so do Ladybug and Cat Noir, so it's not like it's
they're
on par at least.
At least a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bottom is the worst villain of season 1, I think.
Yeah, she's also again taken out, kind of like Evillustrator. She loses because the lights get turned off, and then she just doesn't know what to do, and she runs around like a fool.
Yeah.
And so it's just...
there's some really bad animation when that happens.
Yeah, it's the weird, turn on the brightness to max. It just looks unmodeled. It's just not good.
It looks like some of the scenes in Fatal Frame when you see a ghost.
Yeah.
So, if anyone's a Fatal Frame fan, please comment below.
Anyway, not good. I think that's handily right there. All right, this one will be kind of interesting. So this is Stoneheart from Origins 1 and 2. He comes back twice.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
This one's kind of interesting. So he's a big stone monster. I forget what it is exactly. So he shoots out... he freezes people, turns them into... No. So what happens is, they don't capture the Akuma, and then that's when it splits in 500 stone. But that... Assuming Ladybug, Cat Noir capture the Akuma, there's only one Stoneheart. So we don't have to deal with the 500 of them. So... a single Stoneheart, big, tough rock dude. He grows bigger, as he takes damage. The more they punch him and whatever, he gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So, I don't know though. What do you think? I feel like he's good, but I feel like again, would one Cataclysm not just kill him instantly?
I bet. I think
he's
one Cataclysm.
He's kind of comparable to the big mech from Gamer, but also regenerating a bit stronger. It doesn't have to have the initial buildup that Gamer needed.
Yeah, I guess if Ladybug and Cat Noir, because I think Ladybug and Cat Noir would pretty quickly pick up on, if we hit him, he gets bigger. And the only reason he gets so big is because the police try to fight him, so he gets bigger, and he keeps taking damage. But I think once they realize that, then you just, boom, Cataclysm, it's over. The Akuma-type item is also in his hand, so they don't even have to necessarily defeat him, they just have to get him to open his closed fist and then break the object, and then, he's done for, so... But even if he didn't have that weak, let's say he had access to both his hands, whatever, I feel like one Cataclysm would just instantly kill him. Again, I don't know if Ladybug and Cat Noir would be comfortable with killing him, but they could theoretically very easily just kill him. So it's, I don't know, or if Cat Noir can do a limited Cataclysm, which again, it's kind of vague on whether or not he can. He could probably just blow up his arm or something, or his closed fist. I feel like it's really easy. I think that Cataclysm kind of just solos him.
For sure.
The reason it doesn't is because Cat Noir is his first time using it, so he's an idiot, touches a goalpost, and then he's like, oh, this is sweet, and then realizes it's a one-time use. So that's the only reason he's not instantly defeated, I think. So, I don't know, I think he's not all that powerful, if we're being honest. But
does it actually put him down towards Mr. Pigeon? Because his power is basically just
big rock dude
instantly by Cat Noir.
Yeah, I think it puts him pretty low.
Honestly, like, yeah,
gentlemen, I'm checking the wiki.
Because he's strong, like he's very. The only reason he's really a threat in the second half is because they don't catch the Akuma, so it multiplies into like 1,000 Akumas. So then there's a whole army of them, and that becomes a bigger problem. But when it's just one Stoneheart on his own, like assuming that they would catch the Akuma, I don't really think that he's really much of a challenge.
Wait! I have a quick question.
What?
Why does So was it because the Akumas multiply that the other people get turned into Stonehearts? It was, right?
Yeah, I do remember it. So because they defeat him pretty easily.
I'm a bit fuzzy.
Ladybug doesn't know that that's how it works, so she doesn't catch it. It flies away, spawns 1 billion of them. They go and infect a bunch of people, and then once Stoneheart gets re-akumatized, then they all wake up, and then there's like an army of them. So then it's an actual problem. But we're assuming that's not going to happen because, again, any of these theoretically we could have 1,000 Evilustrators if she didn't catch the Akuma, so that would get out of hand very quickly.
God!
But,
yeah, we're gonna ignore that.
So let's assume that the Akumas get caught in these scenarios, but
he grows larger and stronger every time he takes a hit. Yeah, no, he's in Mr. Pigeon tier. That's terrible.
Again, like the one Cataclysm or just like somehow incapacitating him or getting him to open, like is really easy to take down if you'll very quickly learn how he works. So yeah.
I have my granite tile cutter sandblaster. He's done for. He will be turned into my countertop.
The Lucky Charm sandblaster.
Do you think he's stronger than Chloe?
Does he beat Chloe 1v1?
No. Absolutely
yes.
I think he actually beats Chloe.
Well, okay, he does. He physically does beat Chloe, and he does grab her at one point. So, like physically, yes, he does. He does solo Chloe, but
probably a good placement.
Chloe could solo. Wait,
Chloe solos Mr. Pigeon.
Chloe definitely soloed Reflekta, where she lands in front of Chloe and goes, "Take a look at this. This will be your new face forever." And Chloe just goes, "Ew, yuck," and runs off.
Yeah. I count that as a slight victory, at least a draw. So.
That's a draw, because then she gets hit, and then they both look like that.
Okay, so yeah, I think Stoneheart. It's kind of funny. The end. I thought he'd be at least like low tier, but no, he went. I guess when you think about it, he is really ineffective. He's not that good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's strong, but that's all he's got. Yeah, he's the tutorial boss. So.
He is. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, this one's kind of interesting because this is actually like a second villain who doesn't have their own episode, but this is Vanisher, who shows up in the beginning of Antibug. She's around for a little bit. It's just Sabrina but invisible. So,
yeah.
I'm not seeing a great win. No,
but invisibility's kind of good. If like we don't know she's there, that seems like she could get.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be. But I know, like theoretically, like if she's invisible, she could just walk up and take the Miraculous from behind them, and they would have no idea. Like just pull her earrings out. Yeah. But alternatively, but like if she was alone, there would be no reason for them to be transformed.
Yeah, so she would have to make herself known to trigger Ladybug Catmore to actually reveal themselves.
Yeah.
But then you could maybe try to snag the earrings off Ladybug. You probably can't get the ring off Cat Noir unless you're like a master sleight of hand, which I doubt Sabrina is. So I don't think, again, it'd be really hard for her to pull out a win here. And even if she gets Ladybug, then she's still got to deal with Cat Noir. So I don't think that I don't see, like, again, maybe 1 in a million she could somehow pull out a win. But I think she's more so just a nuisance to fight than actually a challenge, really. So.
Then comes the question: Is she better than Chloe? That's a tough one.
Like she kind of is just messing with Chloe the entire time, and Chloe does intervene in the fight against Vanisher. So
she beats Chloe though, because she tries to intervene and gets ignored. Right?
Yeah, so Chloe's really more of a nuisance than Vanisher, but power level wise, yeah, fighting someone invisible is more powerful than fighting someone who you can see. So.
Vanisher's power on the wiki is just she is able to turn completely invisible, and that's it.
Like, that's all she does. She's slightly more powerful because she can restrain Ladybug, so she's at least as powerful as them. But that's not really. That just means we're on the same playing field at that point. So
I think
invisible Serena versus Stone Ivan. Who
is she better than Stoneheart? Yeah.
I think Stoneheart is.
Again,
I think Stoneheart's more of a threat.
He's more of a threat because I think, again, he's super powerful. So if he grabs one of them, but he can't grab both because, again, if he grabs the second one, then he drops his item. So it's he's pretty powerful. I think his sheer force, I think, is probably a bit harder than just invisibility of a normal person, basically. So
like Sabrina sneaks up on you invisible, tries to touch you, you flinch, you turn around, you knock her the fuck out. It's over.
Yeah.
That's why I keep a frying pan next to me at all times, just in case.
The TF2 frying pan.
Play that. Yeah, no, I keep the holy mackerel from Team Fortress 2 next to me.
Keep a rotting fish next to your bed at all times.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll leave him here. Again, I know we're kind of mixing it a little bit, but Chloe, again, because we previously had ranked Chloe based on how much of a nuisance she was, but so like that's why she's above. Well, again, I feel like if we're ranking actually off power, she'd probably be below Mr. Pigeon, but nuisance-wise, I'm happy leaving her above Mr. Pigeon. So we'll get to that later.
I think she beat Mr. Pigeon.
She should go below Mr. Pigeon. Let's be honest here.
That's
below
fair.
Mr. Pigeon.
Okay.
She is higher than.
She is better than Reflekta. Yeah.
Fair enough. This next one is another villain that has a minor appearance in Antibug and does not get his own episode, but we have Big Moustachio. He briefly appears.
What? I do not remember him at all.
Big Moustachio goes toe-to-toe with Ladybug and Cat Noir very briefly, and he's a butler with a mustache and glasses. And
he's actually not on the list of akumatized villains on the wiki.
He's not an akumatized villain. He's a homegrown, natural-born evil dude who.
Oh my god, he's organic.
He's a real villain. He's like Chloe.
He's
been
a radicalized.
So he's probably lower than Chloe then, right? Because I don't really remember him.
Put him above Chloe. He could wreck her shit, man.
He's an adult, presumably.
Yeah, so for those who don't remember, in Antibug, there's a flashback where Chloe and Sabrina dress up as Ladybug, Cat Noir. They're playing, and he plays the villain. He's the butler at the hotel, so he's like the fake villain for Ladybug, Cat Noir to beat. So he's just a dude. He's just a guy in the costume, but
just a dude.
Theoretically,
like better than Reflekta.
He did go, but Jagged Stone and everyone actually thinks that Chloe and everyone is Ladybug and Cat Noir. So you can say Big Moustachio did go toe-to-toe with Ladybug and Cat Noir very briefly. But I don't know what his power set is. He has yet to reveal his true powers. His moveset is unclear. His ceiling is not yet revealed, so...
Just wait for the final season.
Absolute sweep from
Wipeout.
Big Moustachio.
Yeah.
Season 10 finale.
And Pigeon Man.
Jumps skyrockets to Cataclysmic tier by the end of this, but
it's like trying to find out who killed Laura Palmer, and you realize it's just Big Moustachio the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's do this next one here. So this is the actual villain of Antibug. It's Antibug, which is just Chloe, but evil ass Ladybug, basically. So
doesn't she get a
I think we
Buster
have to put Antibug next to Clone Noir.
Yeah, because she is just Ladybug, but she gets actual useful items instead of random BS. So she gets a sword. So it's like just Ladybug, but more direct, I guess, would be the way to put it.
That's true.
I think Ladybug constantly wins and saves Cat Noir. I think she probably is better on the power ranking.
Wait, no, Antibug does beat Cat Noir. Antibug actually manages to 1v1 beat Cat Noir. Like in the episode, she actually does tie him up and uses him as bait. So she beats Cat Noir. So, I mean, she goes above Copycat probably. So she's got to go above him at least. I don't think she beats Stormy Weather. I don't think on a 1v1 she would win.
I think she's better than the Mime because she gets useful items that she can see and gets more than one. I think. She gets I can use it forever.
The items. She gets a sword. She can't make it. I guess can she?
Very comparable to the Mime, I think.
Well, because I think she's still limited by the lucky charm of season 1, where she can only summon the one item, and then she's got the countdown. So I don't think that she could spam multiple items. If she could, if we're going by the rules later on, where you can just spam the abilities, then yeah, she probably would win. But I think that having let's say she gets the sword, it's pretty good, but I don't think she's gonna beat. Again, the Mime's got more versatility. I think Stormy Weather could win a 1v1. So I don't. Yeah. I think that's probably pretty comfortable though. She is surprisingly effective. Again, she somehow manages to beat Cat Noir, which is complete BS because I feel like Cat Noir has the experience on her and all that. But whatever. Okay, we can leave her there for now. Getting kind of towards the end of season 1 here, we have Kung Food.
Oh God.
He's got his magic grab bag of random BS and his
Hello.
His little flying dumpling things, and he mind controls people. I forget how exactly. I feel like it's his soup, or it's like if you drink his soup, you become mind controlled or something like that.
Yeah, he mind controlled 3 people.
And then he turned them into like little super villains of his own. So he can make like mini bosses basically, but none of them are really that effective.
Maybe he just goes there. I mean,
yeah, that's fine. The weakest mind
he's
control.
Kind of very similar to Simon Says, really, when you think about it. He can mind control people.
He doesn't have projectiles. Again, his random grab bag of just anything he wants is kind of overpowered, where he can just be like, I got this and this, and he has like an unlimited supply of weapons and tools he can just randomly pull out of his pocket.
Wait,
so
does that mean he's like Ladybug plus mind control? Because I think that might move him up.
Kind of, but like he can only bring food-based items. Like it's like he'll bring out like powdered like spices to like blow in Cat Noir's face, or he brings out like kind of like food swords, things like that. I think he's I think Arthur in the episode you remembered, he's got those, what was it, tonfas, whatever you call them? I don't know the name of them.
Yeah, tonfas.
Okay.
Sushi tonfas, apparently.
So like he can make food-based weapons, but it's not like he can't make anything. He's kind of limited to, food-based things. But I guess you can kind of make
various
weapons
food weapons from his pouch, according to the wiki. Kiwi, what do you think in this quandary you find ourselves in?
I don't feel like I don't remember this one at all.
It's very.
I have no comment.
You might not have
the few I remember.
Yeah, because I know something was.
He's a little freaky, so maybe that counts for something. I don't know.
He's a little freaky, a little bit.
He was kind of freaked out in the episode. I'll say that.
I think Big Moustachio is the most freaky.
Most freaky.
The freakiest.
This isn't a freakiest tier list. This is a powerful tier.
We'll do that next. Like and share, like and comment below if you want us to do the most freaky.
Most freaky Miraculous. That's gonna get us on a list somewhere, but
no. I think Gamer's most freaky.
Freaky.
Yeah, list on Patreon.
In Minecraft, it's okay.
He's freaky, man. There's something wrong with that guy. I mean, look at him. Ugh. Anyway, that's not what we're doing.
Does his items being food-based make him that much worse, though?
Like it means he can't summon like a nuke, but so he's not on the same level.
Why can't he summon like a
Mime.
spaghetti nuke?
I don't know. Can he?
Like you make an edible nuke.
Theoretically,
we don't know.
No, you can't.
For sure. Why not?
You can't make an edible nuke.
Doesn't he make?
Or can you?
Any nuke is edible if you really try.
Yeah. We don't know for
plutonium
sure.
is not a food.
But you can eat.
Energy.
You could
drawing the line. Yeah, but it doesn't say they're edible weapons. It says they're food-based weapons.
Does it say do not eat on the container? That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna have to spray paint "Do not eat" on everything I build from now on, just to keep people like you away from me.
I wanted to see what it would taste like.
Okay, I think he's fine where he is then.
No.
If he can only make crappy food-based weapons.
Well, again, he can empower. Like, if actually, I don't know if he could get people to drink it, because the only reason he got those guys to drink his soup is because they were there for a contest, and they did it before he actually got akumatized. So, if he was just akumatized normally, I don't think he could really make people drink. He might be able to like trick people into drinking some soup. So, like maybe he'd get a handful of people to be his like lieutenants, but they weren't really that effective anyway. So. I don't think is he below Simon Says, or is he in mid tier? Or does he drop into low tier? I feel like I think he belongs in mid tier, but I don't know.
I think he belongs in mid tier. Their powers are actually really similar when you think about it.
Mind control tier, of course.
Is it
mind control tier?
His mind control's
when in doubt,
worse.
Mind control tier.
His mind control's probably worse than Simon Says, though, right? Because he can't mind control Ladybug Cat Noir unless he somehow tricks him into drinking his soup, and so I think it's got to be worse than Simon Says, probably, but above Gamer. So he's more dangerous than Gamer, or is he less dangerous than Gamer in the pocket dimension?
Less dangerous than Gamer.
He's like I would rather go up against him than Gamer, because he's kind of a dumbass, to be honest.
He's not that threatening, really. It's like they kind of easily beat his lieutenants. The fight against him's not too bad. Like he's kind of annoying to deal with because he could just like blows pocket sand at Cat Noir. He's annoying, but he's not like a massive threat. So
he only mind controls people if they eat his soup. It's not like you can toss a card at him or like gas the city with mind control gas. Yeah. He's move his ass to low.
Yeah, that's actually probably fair. So he's below. Is he below above Pixelator, or is he below? Because again, Pixelator instant pocket dimension shots. So
I'd rather go up against this dude than Pixelator.
Probably.
But I think he's
but we have to remember Pixelator has no win condition. They just get stuck. So
like I guess because Kung Fu's win condition would just be to like physically beat them, which he doesn't seem very good at.
Or if he could mind control them, then then he's
if he can get them
good.
to drink,
he's golden.
Unless he can somehow like force feed them soup, I don't think he really has a good way to mind control.
That's actually a good point.
You're right. That's also a good point.
Yeah.
So I don't think he can really do that.
Maybe he's actually like with the Panther and the shapeshifting.
Is he? He's dropping pretty far, but maybe like.
Didn't Carly initially say low? I'm kind of leaning towards that.
Is he better than Guitar Villain? Like, if you were Ladybug Cat Noir, would you rather fight Guitar Villain or Kung Fu?
Well, we gotta keep in mind that Guitar Villain has a dragon.
Yeah,
I think the dragon's more scary than Kung Fu.
Drop his ass.
Is he more? Would you rather fight Horrificator or Kung Fu? I feel like Horrificator's got a little more like battle IQ. Honestly, I think Horrificator was pretty good at ambush tactics and things like that. So I feel like
I think just better power in general too.
Because that cement is pretty effective, and it was just sheer luck and plot armor that they didn't get impossibly trapped in that episode. So
yeah,
so probably below Horrificator, probably better than Animan though, because he's got the potential to get multiple people. He's got a little flying dumpling, so he can make an infinite supply of food, I guess somehow. Or is he? But what would you rather fight? Like a guy who has all that, or like a shapeshifter? What's more threatening?
That's tough.
Flipper, what do you think?
Thank you,
Flipper's
Flipper.
Dead.
Flipper's been dead.
No. Yeah, he's been
Carly. What do you
Flipper is deep in research.
He's reading the wiki right now, studying up.
I'd probably honestly keep him before Animan, honestly.
Yeah, that seems fine to me.
A little bit more powerful.
I think he's got more potential than Animan, yeah. Because again, if he can,
Animan's kind of booty.
Yeah, he can get some people. He's got some tools to work with. I think he's more versatile, so probably above Animan. But
yeah, it feels okay.
This next one's kind of interesting. I don't know actually where she's going to land up. What do you think about Volpina?
Ooh.
Oh. It's just like another Miraculous, so like high, low key.
Yeah, but the other two Miraculous holders are in mid. But the two best Miraculous holders are in mid.
Kind of. Well, again, they're kind of limited by the fact that. Well, because honestly, I don't think Ladybug and Cat Noir, for being real, they're not like that. They're not that
powerful. They just have plot armor.
They're really heavily handicapped by the whole you can only use your powers once and then have a 5-minute count. Like that, they have such an insane handicap on them.
Volpina doesn't have that.
She doesn't, so she can spam her ability. So she's really effective until you learn that the illusions are illusions and you can disperse them easily. So I feel like...
And they get dispersed the second anything touches it, like that one Pigeon.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it might... But she's pretty smart with it. Like, to be fair, she is... Like, she knows what she's doing. I think she's got pretty high battle IQ, so I think she would be good at utilizing them.
Well, considering... I'm edit this... Wait, never mind. I said you don't want to edit. Never mind.
We're gonna try to minimize edits. So if you're referencing, I think I know what you're gonna reference, but this is season 1, so Lila.
I know you're right.
So,
I was gonna reference something like...
so I think I know where you're headed, but because she's pretty like
specifically
devious,
about Lila herself. That's all.
Yeah,
Lila's a pretty good devious,
pretty
cunning,
smart.
very. She's intelligent, so I think that she can make good use of this power, and I think that she does in the episode. I think that once the jig is up, she's in trouble though, because once the jig's up, I don't really. Well, she could, she could, because I think she can still kind of make them doubt. Where the whole thing of like she's gonna drop Adrian, and Ladybug's convinced that that's not Adrian, she's gonna kill him, but Cat Noir's like, no, dude, just trust me on this, bro. That's not Adrian. So I think that she could, even once it's sussed out, I think she has some potential, but I think it becomes a lot harder for her to win once it becomes obvious. I think the only way she really wins, though, is by convincing Ladybug and Cat Noir to surrender, by threatening hostages and things like that. So she can't really beat them. Well, I guess maybe she could win in a 1v1 if she could isolate them. I don't know. Do you think Volpina could beat either of them in a 1v1? Like, if she could get them separated?
I think so. I think she's a Miraculous holder, again, with infinite uses of their power, which kind of makes her on a higher tier already than the original Miraculous holders in season 1.
Yeah, maybe.
And splitting them up would be pretty easy with illusions, I would have to imagine. Like, why not just put like an invisible wall between them?
Yeah, like you could. I think she could probably manufacture a way to get them apart from each other, and then if she could beat them one on one, like defeat in detail kind of thing, take them out one by one, maybe. I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced that she could beat them. Maybe she could. Again, it's kind of a toss-up whether or not she could beat either of them in solo combat, because I think skill-wise she's probably less skilled, but. Again, Antibug was less skilled than Cat Noir, and Cat Noir lost. So I don't know how much skill even matters in this show. Everyone seems to get like master level martial arts when they become akumatized or get into Miraculous. So I guess we're just assuming that they're on par then. They're on par of fighting abilities. So then it might be the case that just she has infinite Miraculous abilities and they don't. So does she go into high? Like, I think she's got a really good high potential for like mental manipulation and things like that, but she's not very physically imposing. Like, she's just above average strength and agility and all that. But I don't know. I think she's smart enough to use this power to make it dangerous. I think, but
I could see her being on the top of mid, like right in front of.
You think, or do you? Yeah, so you don't think she creeps into high tier?
I think she can.
Think she creeps in the high tier,
but I think that could just be our bias because of Lila.
I think but
Volpina actually is Lila.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
We have to start with like even in season 1, she is like she's crafty. I think she's.
I never liked her from the start. Grr.
That's true. Yeah, you're meant to hate her, but
for everyone watching, Arthur didn't trust Lila from the start.
It's true.
It's almost like she was a lying gaslighter from the beginning. That's crazy.
No,
Lila.
Yeah,
her name is literally Lila. It's so funny.
And then Ladybug goes off on her really hard, but hey, it's avoiding all the writing
That's what
stuff.
She deserves.
I mean, kinda. But so I think again the fact that it is Lila with it, and the fact that Lila is pretty cunning with it, and it kind of feeds into her person. Like this is kind of the perfect ability for her, is to be able to kind of manipulate and deceive and mislead people. I think that again, like, are we assuming that Ladybug and Cat Noir know what this power is going into it, or is this their first time encountering her and they got to figure out how it works on the fly?
I think like every villain, we should assume it's the first time.
Assume it's the first time. Well, okay, so
we haven't seen Volpina before this, have they?
No, so because they learned it on the Ladybug didn't know what was going on until she saw the illusions break. So yeah, it might be that this is like I think she could probably either get them to surrender or trick them into getting isolated and like trick them into, I don't know, putting themselves in a really bad situation. So probably she could also lead them into a trap. Like she could like make an illusion and then boom, it reveals that they actually just walk themselves into like a prison cell and then just locks them up or something. Like, so I think there's potential for that too, where she could trick them into doing something really stupid that like puts them in a really bad spot. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty high. I think that's I don't know if would she be above Stormy Weather, or like who would you rather fight, I guess, as Ladybug and Cat Noir? Illusions or Stormy Weather's kind of insane power set?
I think Stormy Weather is probably stronger.
She's definitely stronger. I just would she be harder to beat in a fight based on illusions and things like that?
Yeah, it's really hard to rate this power. That's like so amorphous.
Yeah,
because it really just also depends on how smart Ladybug and Cat Noir are. Because if they can recognize that they're illusions, but if she does such a good job and they don't recognize that they're illusions,
Lila's very devious.
Because I mean, she could like theoretically like create like a Cat Noir and then like show him taking off his Miraculous, but it's not actually him. It's just an illusion. But like Ladybug would believe that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Didn't they try that kind of?
I know. Again, yeah, kind of like this isn't really a spoiler, but I think in season 2 or 3 there is a thing where she makes a fake Ladybug Cat Noir and they're fighting each other, like to be like, oh my god, Ladybug and Cat Noir are fighting. This is so
she
crazy.
did, but obviously, what I'm saying is the real Ladybug and Cat Noir obviously knew that wasn't them.
Yeah, but like you're saying, again, they kind of go back to the thing where she's threatening to drop Adrian, quote unquote, off the Eiffel Tower. Like that Ladybug was about ready to surrender at that point. Like, so I think that she probably could, but then I guess it opens up the gate. Could any of these villains just force them to surrender by threatening hostages, or I don't know. But then they don't. Like none of them do. Like Simon Says doesn't get them to surrender by threatening hostages, just things like that. So well, I don't know. I guess it really depends, but I don't know if we have to factor. We might have to factor personalities, because again, I don't think Roger Cop would like execute a hostage, but I would believe Lila.
Lila would.
That's a new sentence.
She literally did.
That is a new sentence right there. I don't think Roger Kopp would execute a hostage.
He wouldn't. He's a man of the law, damn it. He follows the rules. He believes in law and order. He would not go around executing people. So I think given
Lila
Lila's
would execute a hostage.
probably. Given Lila's personality and everything, I think she probably. Yeah, I'm debate because again, Stormy Weather is much more physically imposing, but Lila's much more cunning. As you're kind of balancing two different elements. Do you think she'd be better than the Mime though? Like, would you rather go against Lila or the Mime?
I'd rather go against the Mime than Lila, but that's just personal. I don't trust the beach.
I think Lila's less powerful than the Mime.
I think you're
probably okay where she is.
Yeah,
probably.
I think she's more. I think Lila's more powerful than Stormy Weather, though.
Yeah, because
really,
maybe because
Stormy Weather like made it snowy in Paris for like 3 hours.
Right?
Like, okay, I'm pulling up a clip here because like this is what I'm basing her. I'm basing her powers mostly off like the first time she uses them, which is like an insane like energy blast that like annihilates the other. What's the other weather girl's name? I can't remember, but the other weather girl, the one that loses the competition.
No, that's Stormy Weather.
Oh wait, no, the one that wins the competition. Yeah, Stormy Weather does win. But whatever her name is, she just gets obliterated by Stormy Weather, and she shoots her little ice beam around, and it can like completely encase like the carousel and things like that. So she can just kind of encase anything in ice suddenly and without notice. So
I think that's more powerful than illusions.
I think so.
Because illusions, it just wins on like technicality, you know, like. And on just like certain conditions being met.
It's technically a high power, but you have to be really good at it.
So let's see. I'm gonna drag this over to here. So like this is what I'm basing it off of because this like move right here is what I'm thinking of. I'm like, what would Ladybug and Cat Noir do in this situation if she just raises her umbrella and does like this to you? What are you supposed to do in response to that? Like,
right.
So I think there's like she has like just like instant ice beam that I don't think you're like deflecting that, but so again physically she's pretty imposing. She can manipulate the weather. She does her windstorm, but like she just blasts Cat Noir halfway across Paris, just flinging him across. So she has a lot of moves like that are very physically imposing. But yeah, she's not like insane. Like she's not that high. She's again bottom of high tier. I don't think she's that crazy. So I wouldn't be opposed to putting Volpina above her, just because I think Volpina opens up a lot of opportunities to like undercut or undermine them. I think once the illusions are up, like once Ladybug Cat Noir realizes illusions, I think it becomes a lot harder, but still not impossible even for her to win. I think you can do a lot of mental kind of manipulation and screwing people's minds and things like that. So I think that I don't know. What do you think? Above or below Stormy Weather? What are we thinking?
I'm still thinking below, but it's definitely close.
Yeah, so
yeah, let's leave it below.
Okay, we'll leave it below, but it's again, it gets hard when you're matching different kinds of powers.
As far as powers themselves go.
It is.
Okay, so this one is explicitly a reference to our watch parties. So since we already kind of did this power scaling before, but we're going to power scale it again. Where do you think Vladimir Putin ranks on this?
Akumatized or not?
Not just him, just base Putin. He's kind of like big mustachio, just some dude. Yeah.
Base Putin.
IRL Putin, pretty high up there in terms of damage he's done.
But it's not about the damage they've done; it's about their power.
I mean, he was in the KGB.
Yeah, he's pretty.
He's definitely done some things.
Part of power is influence. Hey,
he's above Lila at least. He's
above
somewhere
Lila.
high.
You think he's kind of like Lila in some ways?
Is he a better liar than Lila?
He is. He had KGB training.
Okay, but think about this: does he have more power than Paris, which is the Knight's power?
Yes, he does.
He could probably just nuke Paris, right? So I think
is that not cataclysmic?
How many people live in Russia? Very, can you check that really quick?
The population of Russia, it's hundreds of millions. Yeah, hundreds of
definitely
millions.
Definitely more than Paris.
But I mean,
Well, what about now?
I'm assuming he's not mobilizing the entire population of Russia to fight Lady
But he
fucking Cat
can.
Noir.
He has the Russian army and nukes.
The population of Russia is 143 million.
And what's the population of Paris?
Well, we've been making jokes about nukes the whole time, but he actually has them. Like
he does.
That does put him up in Cataclysmic.
100 Russians to fight every Parisian.
So
maybe
it would load.
Yeah, but he's not above. He's like low Cataclysmic.
The bottom of Cataclysmic, absolutely.
Bottom of Cataclysmic because he's had his finger on that button for like how long has it been? Like 2 years now, 3 years. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking do it, guys. Yeah. Don't NATO, don't come any closer. I'll fucking do it.
Okay, but consider this: he nukes the world, but then Ladybug just undoes it. What does that mean? But then does he get?
Ladybug can only do that according to like some dude who left a comment. He's not akumatized, so they can't do that.
Wait, hold on. If we're referencing the Stellar Force thing, she does that, and there's no Akuma in Japan at that point. It's just the
true.
I can't believe we're bringing Stellar Force.
We're bringing Stellar Force lore into the season 1 discussion.
No, we are not.
Wait.
Wait. No.
Is there any other instance where she uses that ability in a non-Akuma related attack?
If we're Stellar
Force, what are we talking about right now?
Have you seen Stellar Force?
Have you seen Miraculous Stellar Force?
I have not actually.
Kiwi, I know you and I need to go do this.
Okay.
No, it's fun. Anyway, so that's the Miraculous anime we were talking about at the beginning. That's the Japan spin-off thing.
What if Putin sends a KGB agent, or what's it? I forget what it's called now. It's not the KGB anymore. But they send a KGB agent to break Kazuno's legs, so that he can't do the dance anymore, and then it's over.
Well,
Putin wins with just real-world intelligence.
Okay, so
Putin, bottom of Cataclysmic.
Give me a nuke.
Could the KGB determine the identities of Ladybug and Cat Noir?
Gimme is a mild spoiler,
legs?
but they won't know who Gimme is until Gimme actually happens.
Yeah, true.
But I just want to let you guys know that we've put Putin above like an Egyptian god.
Yes.
I mean, like a nuclear arsenal is pretty high up there, to be fair. So it's.
I'm just saying the Egyptians didn't have any nuclear arsenal. None.
Yeah, exactly.
Not one.
Yeah, like
but see, Lila can like make fake nukes, but like Putin actually has a real nuke.
Yeah.
Wait, Viri, can you put the picture of like Lila putting all the rockets towards Marinette and just like badly put Putin's face on top of
extremely
that?
realistic.
Yeah,
just
that's probably
just
fair.
just do that. I think bottom of Cataclysmic because he's no time traveler that we know of anymore.
And Evillustrator can just draw a lot of nukes.
Evillustrator could draw 20 Putins.
He could.
An entirely new Russia just draws a new continent into existence.
I have drawn 30 Russias.
That's fair. I don't think. Actually, Evillustrator might get there's a couple more. There's 2 more names on this list. He might get dethroned actually because there's one legitimate one meme one, but the other meme one we got here is where do you think the writers go on this list?
Mr. Pigeon.
Mr. Pigeon.
Spoilers. Cataclysmic.
Like. Because again, like if we're talking about in universe, he can do literally anything he feels like. Thomas Astruck, but
isn't he actually a character later? Also,
he is. He gets his own self-insert, literal self-insert later. But this
is crazy work, by the way. Hey, someone animate me and put me in the show. This is crazy work.
And Ladybug and Cat Noir are my best friends, and I'm super cool, and everyone likes my Yeah, but anyway,
you know we're gonna do this. He's just gonna be. Just imagining him. Like we put him at like the bottom, Mr. Pigeon, and it's just like that one scene of Hitler just.
No, you guys, put him at Cataclysmic so that they sponsor us.
Oh yeah, top of Cataclysmic. I mean, he could just be like, "I'm not gonna write Evillustrator,"
but that's calling him the most powerful villain in the world. I don't know if he is.
So like,
I mean, this is
he's above Putin at that point.
Wait, but he could write Evillustrator.
Wait a second.
we put him above Putin.
Because in universe, he's technically like the god architect, so he could do basically whatever he wants. But
technically in universe, he's just some random guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we basing this
Thomas
as
character or Thomas real?
Yeah, is this IRL Thomas or is this isn't? There was an animated picture. This is a picture of real Thomas. Animated Thomas doesn't show up till later, so this is real Thomas.
Sorry.
This is IRL
Sorry,
Thomas.
Definitely the top then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, he's in this. No, is he in this season?
I think it's in season 2 actually. Yeah, so we might get to him soon.
Oh yeah, so he hasn't shown up yet.
He did a self-insert in season 2. Come on, dude.
But real Thomas. The problem is we have Putin on this list.
It just makes things a little weird.
It feels wrong.
Because IRL Thomas can't do anything against. He can sweep everyone on this list, but he can't sweep IRL Putin. So
okay, let's put him below Putin. Then. That's fine.
You're right. He's got to be below Putin, but then that ruins. But he should be above the other thing.
Guys, I think there's only one answer. It has to go Putin, Thomas, Evillustrator.
No.
Well, because is better than Putin for sure.
If Putin can get to Thomas, then he can have Thomas write whatever he wants him to. So
that technically, if I believe IRL Putin does have the ability to affect all of these people, because he could be like, "I will nuke France unless you delete Chloe."
Okay, you know what?
Chloe's gone.
I can see Putin.
You make a good argument.
Actually,
argument.
Okay, but then do you think how meta are we getting? Is like this might be like Deadpool levels, but could Evillustrator write himself out of the show theoretically, and then like could he escape the realities of the show?
The time traveler can.
She can keep going back and further in time, but if Thomas decides she no longer exists, then that's that.
I would love to watch the version of Miraculous that this group is coming up with right now, where Putin threatens the writer of Miraculous,
Miraculous, Ladybug, and Cat Noir, and Putin.
and then God Power, fucking Evillustrator, writes himself into reality to take on Putin that's threatening his god. I would watch that.
Do we hear out?
That's some crazy manga stuff there.
Yeah.
What if like
also, we want to be paid for this idea, team? Just want Thomas Ostro to know that we would like to get paid for this idea.
Thomas, anyone, if you're watching this, hit us up. Viri's email is in the description.
Yeah.
Email. Yeah.
I have an email. Go hit us up. We would love to write this comic for you or whatever we're doing. A little spin-off here.
I think we gotta leave it as is, because the only other part because I can't put Putin above Evillustrator.
No, yeah. It's not better than time travel. It doesn't have time travel.
And thus we can't put Thomas the Strook above Putin.
Yeah, so like by the rules of the tier list, Thomas has to be below Putin. So,
but he does still have cataclysmic power. So are we saying? I have a question, guys.
Yes.
This is getting deep. Are we saying that we're gonna have to do this? France is real, and if you look at one of in universe, France is real. Unfortunately, in universe, France is real, and they have a picture. I think it's in Stormy Weather, where she's pointing at the. Wait, Viri, can you pull this up really quick? This is important.
Which episode?
Stormy Weather.
Oh, in Stormy Weather. Oh, yeah.
She's pointing at a map of France, and there's snowflakes of it. Does it have Kaliningrad on the map? Is it zoomed out that far?
It's actually a really good question.
Russia canonical in the Miraculous
Kaliningrad on the map, then Russia exists in. Wait, I need to Google.
The problem is she only shows France itself. She doesn't show.
We've also seen
Russia exists in the Miraculous.
Yeah. Like
universe.
Ask
Japan and China exist.
I'm asking
US exists.
Wait. Here we go. Look, here we go. We got a map of Europe.
Yeah.
What are these borders? What are these borders?
So it's not.
Wait, no, but in on the Miraculous wiki,
Italy exists.
Italy exists. Wait, no, that is Kaliningrad. That's artist's interpretation. But
it's really weirdly shaped, but I think it is.
There's a season 5 episode. Okay, I need to send this picture. This is on the Miraculous wiki. This is at miraculousladybug.fandom.com/wiki/Moscow. And then and then I need you to put this up. This is the funniest way to put this.
Let me see if I can.
No, like I'm sending you the picture, putting it in the Discord here. Which episodes absent appears.
What?
Moscow's absent.
Made his website.
Moustachio is indeed absent from every episode except the second to last non-propaganda version of season 5.
Wait, so
confirmation.
So Moscow is like it's seen in this episode, so we can confirm that Russia exists at least.
Russia exists. Therefore,
where does it exist in this episode?
Would it likely exist?
Well, because I'm looking here, so like it doesn't look like Turkey exists. At least there's no North Africa or Turkey, so they might just be Europe at this point. But
yeah, don't worry about it.
But yeah, so
the United States exists in universe.
We at least know that.
So does Japan.
So is Japan. That's where Stellar Force takes place.
Yeah.
Anyway, Putin has broken Cosmo's legs.
God, I can't wait for Miraculous World Russia.
I think they're actually going to do that. No, they were going to do that.
Until before the war? Or
they were
maybe
before the war.
All right, today we're going to visit the Berlin Wall.
Wait, Russia is airing... Miraculous is a major market for Russia is a major market for Miraculous Ladybug with its TV3 channel, airing the main series and specials like Miraculous World Tokyo in 2026. Plans for future Russia-focused spin-offs were previously floated. In 2022, a TV spin-off set in Russia was discussed, featuring a character called Lady Tiger, but this hasn't materialized yet.
I wonder why.
I'm glad the sanctions haven't done dick for Miraculous content, making its way into the evil empire.
Dude, they're getting their Miraculous hit one way or another. They'll find ways.
Website.
So in universe, Putin exists.
Yes. Probably.
Okay.
Well, we never established who like the president of France or... Well, actually, no, we do establish who the president of America is, and it's Camilla Ambi. So we have a president of America. We don't know who the president of France or Russia
alternate
is.
history, yeah.
I think we just have to leave it like this. There's not enough evidence.
Inconclusive.
It looks pretty
Fair
good.
enough.
In universe, but the thing is, if you do it like that, in universe, Thomas Estruck is just not powerful.
Because he's not the meta god of the universe. Yeah. So
So then we have to, if he's not the meta god of the universe, he has to go down below it. He could go above Reflekta. I'll give him that. But
because the problem is Thomas has meta powers, but Putin doesn't. But Putin has IRL power. It depends. Putin versus Thomas, he wins. But Putin very specifically counters Thomas IRL, only because Thomas can't write Putin in the show. So it's like they're weird. They have a very odd power interaction between the two of them. But
oh god, let's just leave it there.
Okay, we'll leave it there. We have one more name on the list, and this is one that I think probably will go to Cataclysmic. Actually, is Hawkmoth himself.
Oh yeah.
So again, he can make any of the villains on this list. So like, does that not automatically make him Cataclysmic? He can give himself powers, as we established in season 2. So
he could just give himself Reflekta. He's at the top of Cataclysmic.
Like is there any objection to why he can't just again give himself any kind of I win button? Just like boom, I give myself the power to just Death Note you from infinite. Like just why can't he just instantly do anything he wants? I guess is the question we have to always ask.
Power to disguise myself as the president of Russia.
I give myself the power to get your Miraculous immediately when I snap. Like what?
So
this is such an even division, and then you see the two of them are Putin.
Putin and Thomas.
It's pretty good.
I watched that show too. They're stuck in an apartment together. Like
it is kind of funny how like the tiers kind of actually evenly spread out a little bit. I thought it was gonna be really mid heavy or really low heavy, but there's actually a lot more in here. I thought we might encompass a few more highs, but yeah, when you start to break it down, actually a lot of them are a lot weaker than you might initially think. So I don't know. That seems pretty good. Are there any adjustments anyone would like to put forth, or any conditions?
The only ones I could think of are removing the like fake Ladybug and fake Cat Noir to high, but I don't even know at that point really.
The only thing I might suggest that might skyrocket this character is if we're establishing, like with Puppeteer and with other people and with Lila and Volpina, is that if Ladybug and Cat Noir initially start unaware of the villain and their power sets and all that, would Princess Fragrance not be able to mind control them before they realize that they have to like clog their noses? Because I think if she goes immediately for the super blow up all the Paris move, I think she can win. But if she doesn't, and if she gives Ladybug and Cat Noir time to realize what's happening, then they win. So I think if she was intelligent about it, she could sweep easily. Do you think that makes sense? Like, do you think that that's real? That would happen? Because if Show, I think she would have to go to the top of high tier because she has an instant win move that they wouldn't know how to counter. But again, they could. It's possible that she could get countered either because they notice it happening or they just think, maybe I could see a way they get out of it. But I think that if they're unaware of her power, it's a very high chance that she just has an instant win button.
Is the gas visible like always?
Yeah, it's a pink. It's a pretty obvious pink gas. Yeah. So.
I wouldn't choose to breathe in a strange pink gas coming in from the window. Like I'd plug my nose and get out.
Like you think they would see it coming? Like they'd be like, "Oh, there's a giant pink cloud coming over Paris. Maybe we should like do something about it." Like so you think that they would see it coming from a mile away and react
if
to
you're
it.
Indoors, you'd see it like coming in through the window or whatever. Also, like I don't think she's really that powerful because she's so easy to dodge. Like so
easy. You think that even if they're unaware of her, it would be really easy to react to. So you don't think that she would. It's not an instant win button in that case.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then yeah, maybe we can keep her in mid tier.
Do we want to move her higher in mid tier though?
I think we're pretty solid.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think it's solid.
All right.
It's also getting.
I do
late.
want to
like,
put forth as well that there is another power that Princess Fragrance has. She can also make people smell really bad too. That is a canonical power that she has.
I mean, it's
stinky.
She can make you stinky. So does that?
I was gonna say it's Paris. It's kind of a default.
I think that's just how things are.
The default.
Thanks, Maxing.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think that affects her power rankings. But that is I was rewatching the episode to get a picture for all these people, and I was like, I forgot that she just makes Chloe stinky. That's like that's all she does.
Put her in cataclysmic
tier. But so I think that's good. So Reflekta bottom, Chloe beats Reflekta as established. Big Moustachio sweeps Chloe because he's an adult and Chloe's Chloe. Mr. Pigeon probably he beats him, but he's pretty bad. Vanisher again, but Vanisher above Mr. Pigeon because I think dealing with an invisible person is probably tougher, right? We happy with that, or?
Yeah, I
think so.
And yeah, Stoneheart's power. Do you think Stoneheart's below Dark Cupid still, because Dark Cupid, he has the potential to cause a lot more havoc just by like making everyone mean, but I don't. Is Stoneheart below him or?
It's like pseudo mind control, and he can fly, and like
he can fly too.
That's
fair. So he's harder to get to.
He's not Mr. Pigeon because he can fly. Yeah.
Okay, so he's above that. Bubbler above him, fair enough. Animan above him, shapeshifting, Kung Fu, Horrificator. What's it? Guitar Villain and Fang the Dragon. Pixelator in his Pocket Universe, Gamer. The mind control tier is kind of tough because then you're just comparing different kinds of mind control. So we're still happy that Simon says mind control is below Roger Cop mind control. But again, Roger Cop's also got the physicality to him. So
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we'll put Roger Cop above, Princess Fragrance above because again, she'll get all of Paris likely, just maybe not Ladybug and Cat Noir. So we got them. Lady Wi-Fi above because again, she's got kind of an exploitable weakness that kind of brings her down a little bit. Copycat again. Antibug beats Cat Noir, so she has to beat Copycat basically. Volpina up there, Stormy Weather, the Mime, Pharaoh, Dark Blade, then Thomas Putin, Puppeteer. I think again, Puppeteer is one of those ones where it seems silly, but she theoretically has an infinite scale here, so she can have what's his name, Evillustrator. I think Timebreaker is powerful. Again, time travel is pretty good. If you're counting in terms of like again, she's theoretically creating and/or destroying universes. That gets a little like like cosmic horror-y, but she does have to touch people to build up a time. So she only goes back like 5 minutes in real time. But if she goes around just like touching a bunch of people, getting all of Paris, whatever, no one can stop her. She could theoretically go back as far in time as she wants, right? So it might take her a minute, but she could essentially go to any point in time. So I'd say it's fair. Then Evillustrator, then Hawkmoth creates everyone below him, but 90% of people below him. So I think he's got to be Cataclysmic. So yeah, I think that's fair. Any suggestions, any objections, anything like that? Are we pretty set on this?
I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool. Well, all right. This is the official power ranking tier list. No one else can object to this. This is what's been decided. We voted on this. So I don't know. I think that's pretty good. I think it's pretty reasonable. Again, it might change. The reason I asked everyone this question before, how are we going to do this? Because either I was thinking we'd do it by this, or who would win blank versus blank if we did like, a tier list bracket kind of thing, where I think that would change up a lot, because then if you get like, Roger Cop versus Simon Says who would beat each other in a fight, I think that would change it. So that'd be interesting, but this tier list is just them versus Ladybug Cat Noir. So I don't know. Seems reasonable enough.
You put a lot of thought and effort into it, for sure.
If you guys have if anyone watching has any adjustments they'd make, please leave them in the comments below.
This tier list is, I think, public technically, so I can put the link to this tier list below, and you guys can make your own rankings and show us what you think everyone would line up on here. So
show us where you think Putin should be.
Yeah, well,
yeah. Please show us where you think Putin and Thomas the Strict should be.
Yeah. So hey, yeah, I'll put the link. We'll put the link to this tier list below. You guys can make your own tier list on this and see what y'all think. But yeah, I think this is pretty good. This is a pretty solid one. It's fun to recap season 1. I kind of forgot a lot of this, and I was going back to looking for all the pictures of these people. I was like, oh right, Princess Fragrance was an episode that existed that I completely like blanked out of my memory, but now it's all coming back to me. So
there's so many forgettable episodes.
Yeah, so here's our season 1 recap after we've already started season 2. We're a little late to it, but hey, here you go. So. Yeah, there you go. This is a little new format as well. Hopefully this should go up and be uploaded pretty quickly. Again, minimal to no edits, ideally, so we could just kind of throw this up there. Eventually, we could turn these into live streams if we're feeling really ambitious one day, and if we get a big enough audience. We'll cross that bridge later. We'll see what we feel about that. But I don't know. I think that's a pretty solid, pretty good recap of season 1.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. This was awesome and sick and cool and based.
It was based and epic and awesome, and we only had one person die midstream, so it was pretty good.
Only one.
Only one. Flipper, are you alive yet, or are you still dead?
A new record.
He's gone. Anyway, only one casualty. We got the return of Ronald Reagan into the chat. He's finally back, returned. So this was a pretty good outing, I'd say. So.
I think Flipper was last seen an hour ago, where he said Zasa got me like.
Thank you, Flipper. Very cool.
Flipper,
very helpful.
Plus one phone.
Flipper felt. Oh man.
All good, but hey, good ones. Very nice. We'll probably do this for like each season, maybe. We'll see how we're feeling. Maybe we could do some other. If you got any other tier list ideas, let us know. We could do if anything. Are we ambitious enough to do a shipping tier list one day? Is that something that we'll? Are we gonna sink low enough to do that at some point?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Cringe. That's too
only
cringe.
Only for the views. Only for the views.
How much? What's that? If this video goes, how many views are we gonna commit to a shipping video? What's our goal?
69,000.
69,000.
Let's do like 5,000.
5,000.
That's like probably like 500 honestly, because the other ones are only like 100 and something.
100 something. Well, because if we set it to 500, there's a realistic chance we hit 500. So do you actually want to do a shipping video?
Well, you want it to be. You want it to have a chance.
I do want to have a chance.
But how much?
500 views, we'll do a shipping tier list.
Okay, that's officially on record. That is on record. 500. We're doing a shipping tier list.
500 views.
What about in honor of Flipper? We do 420 views.
420. I feel like that might get hit pretty easily. But hey, if you guys want to do a shipping tier list, if you want to set the bar that low, we can just do it. We don't have to set a view counter. But
we could do
we got to do it. No.
Oh, there you go.
420 views, so somewhere in there, you'll get there.
All the funny numbers.
All the funny numbers. Okay, well, we're in that case. Wait, so what did we conclude? Was it 420 views? What did we say?
Let's do 420 views. We're doing the shipping tier list. 420. We're locking it.
420
real quick.
We'll make sure Flipper's there.
I was gonna say I'm getting close to finishing the Miraculous 101 video. What do you guys think about this ship right here? This is an official ship.
Oh god.
Where does Spidey Bug go on our tier list?
No.
Wait, you have a Miraculous 101 video?
Yeah, I'm working on the Miraculous 101 video. Is close to being complete. Actually, that's what I've been editing.
What about the season 2 episodes that we did?
That will come after Miraculous 101. We're getting there. So it's there's a lot of things in the. I'm still working on Transformers 1 video.
So much content.
You guys are gonna have so much content. That's why this should ideally be minimal to next to no editing, because if these can just go up immediately, then you guys can get content quickly, which is great. That's the idea of this format. So hopefully we can actually start posting stuff for you. We'll just have more casual kind of chats like this, which is fun. You can put this on the background. It's good. Like, this is definitely second monitor content just here, where you better not be staring at the screen the entire time.
Full attention on this.
There will be a test after this. But anyway, I don't know. That was fun. We'll do more stuff like this. 420 views. We'll do the shipping tier list, and Spidey Bug will be an entry on the tier list. So
no,
6, 7.
6, 7.
Trust me, I've done some research on the shipping for this vid. There are some every character has been shipped with every character. It's kind of insane.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Anyway, we'll get to that.
If you want to see shipping content,
23
6, 7.
factorial possible ships.
Hear me out. Chloe X.
Nope, already not hearing you out.
Nope.
You can even finish that. I've got some Chloe.
Marinette. I couldn't even think of her name, man.
Chloe X Marinette. Oh,
I've got Chloe Net stuff in
Love
here. Where is it?
Oh no, don't say that.
Where's my Chloe Net photos? There we
Enemies
go.
and lovers.
Look at this. Look at this.
What
right
about
here.
Luca and Chloe?
Look at this. Look at that fan art.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yes, that didn't you.
Yeah. This one was in one. This made it into a video. This one's pretty good. This is pretty good.
Yeah. Doesn't Gabriel takes one look at that and throws it.
Yeah, that's one of the put on the photograph. Yeah, it's a good meme format. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. We'll do some more of those 420 views for the shipping tier list. That's gonna happen. It's only a matter of time. Statistically, it'll happen at some point in the future. So anyway.
Oops.
Thanks for that. We're now committed. We're locked into that anyway. So we'll see you back for the shipping tier list whenever that happens. Anyway, see y'all. Thank you everyone on the panel here for showing up and hanging out. It was a good time. Good tier list. All that. Good fun recap. So yeah, thank you all. Have a good night. We'll see you all around.
See ya.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.